All jokes aside, you know how niggas be like, I'm this and that for life, this and that for life. I'm always for life, nigga, this a blood oath. Hey, yo, Madara, it's for a class for you, my nigga. I'm 44 the rebel. The world turned its back on me. I'm a cripple. We got soldiers, he got soldiers, but I got true ones. Ain't no way out, I'll kill you up. Don't pray for nothing, nothing in the curse. We can't forgive us for remain in them trenches. Trust in the Lord, but please forgive me for the times that I did. If rank is given, have your respect to your apprentice. Be about your business. This loyalty's a death sentence. Look, trying to pick up with a blind foot. Hey, they said there'll be many mansions. I'm just grinding for my time share. The devils ain't playing fair. They hunt you like bad pill, but ain't no getting out the game like Jumanji. You take that oath, it's a Dundee. Try to deal death to a priest, you won't make it out in one piece. So you can stand, just make sure you got the heart. Say your name 3 times, then it's death do us part. No. So how you feel about this truth I done shown you? This ain't the nigga I should want. Even your own people go this zone. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Ain't no more guessing, ain't no more questions. Make sure my lessons I'm tucked away like George Jetty. Murder for capital, now it's murder at the Capitol. The world in amazement, we like fuck 'em, raise it. I pity those watching life as it go by. Give me mercy in this life, I don't know why. In pump smoke, never try to. The dead at home, my brother be the dead. It's all I on the phone. Salute my nigga. Salute my nigga. Like how you stay focused? I told him I'm motivated cause of you, my nigga. Brotherhoods and weapons, still got weapons on the scene. And I never do my niggas like Bishop did Raheem. Never mind in all beliefs, they under anesthesia. Shorty say she need me, said she wanna let that love go. Told I let that love grow. But if I bring you to my bed, that's a blood oath. So, how you feel about this truth out of show? This ain't like you think, little nigga. I should own. Even your own people go this zone. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Yeah.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So that you said that they put millions of my houses.
Should a murderer go to jail for murdering?
Absolutely.
Should a thief go to jail when he steals?
Absolutely.
Should a robber pay back the money he robbed?
Absolutely.
So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did?
That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just hustle cool stand up road. Better resort of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hate, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky. Nuclear missiles are made official. I'm capturing every crack and surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that we're them in the cage and stay from the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show. We could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your king, we button it down. The only way justice is found. The time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cocktail. I ain't gonna apply pressure to the game like I did Von Gale. Payback's a bitch in a dress. She a bombshell. Revenge is deserveful. I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box. I swear got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. That was designed fire for our babies to pass through it. Damn, my king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new pair of bells.
Someday you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Hey, Shalom, y'all about to shut your thug. Oh, let me go ahead and go live up here. Go live here. Can you hear me?
Salaki, Shalom Skataki. Can you hear me, bro?
Y'all about to shut your thug. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
It's a little low though.
Let me turn my mic up. How about now?
Nah, it's about the same.
Still the same?
Gone.
Okay, so let me try
Real
something.
low.
Real low. How about now? Still low?
Ah, there you go.
That's Twa right there.
Mm-hmm.
Most High in Christ. All right. Okay. Hold up.
Nostalgia. How? What you talking about? What do you mean? What's your question? How? What'd you say, Tabawan? You done said something already.
Any, bro. I don't know what's going on. I don't know nostalgia. What you what? You gotta you have to further expound upon your question. Yeah, that's the only way we can. Oh, you saying hello? Shalom.
How? Hello.
Shalom nostalgia. You know, that's how
came
we
in the chat and said, K?
Right. That's how we greet each other in the ISUPK. We say shalom. Now I don't know if you are a brother or a sister, so I don't know which particular greeting to give you. If you are a sister, we'll say shalom, Yahweh Shemar Alatha, Bashim Al Shai. If you're a brother, shalom, Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. Shalom. Yeah, wait, hold up.
And we about to say.
Oh, I forgot the Barakatha at the end like a fool. Go ahead, bro.
We about to say shalom to Instagram because it is not working.
It was the wrong.
It is not trying to work.
Hold on. Let's try this real quick. It says we're live on yours.
On Instagram?
Yeah.
Well, then that means that both keys should be correct then, if that's the case. But for my end, it's saying it is not on at all.
Oh, man. No sweat.
Yeah, and even StreamYard said that they was having issues with Instagram.
Okay, then maybe it must be on their end.
And now my Instagram won't even pull up on my phone.
Yeah, Instagram might just be bugged out.
Look at man.
Yeah, bro.
Your
Don't even
press
trip.
is the devil to Bible, man.
Right. Hold up.
Yeah,
It's
I'm on
not.
my page right now.
Yeah, it's not live. It's no sweat though. It's no sweat.
Shalom,
Hey
y'all
man,
smart about Shimmy.
say what?
I was just responding to nostalgia.
Oh. Oh, it's a sister. Okay, Khan. Shalom, sis. How Shamal thought about Shalom Shah. Salakia. Salakia. Right? No sweat.
What's on that crazy?
We up in here. Hold up. Oh, bro, hold up. You can't get started. No, that's not. We're not doing that today. You're not
I started, brother. I need
not getting
the
started
way these
without me. Hold.
technical difficulties is setting up. I had to get started, man. Satan is attacking the Chambers podcast right now as we speak.
Nah, for real. You see, y'all don't know that. Let me tell y'all something. The government. Let me stop.
The 5G towers, the COVID vaccine, the vaccine. Right. If you got the vaccine and you're watching this right now, you need to leave because you're interrupting the airwaves and destroying the cable access channels.
Right. Good night. Nah, but yeah, they absolutely, you know what I'm saying, are messing with the Chain Breakers podcast. You know what I'm saying? They always trying to pull something. The oppressor is the devil, the Bible speaks of, but no sweat. We are going to fight against it and do what we have to do to bring this wonderful content brought to you by the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, to you, the people. We're going to make sure that we do this every single week, despite the attempts by the oppressor and the devil to shut us down. Okay, so Most High in Christ, the water to everybody that's tuning in. You know what I mean? We started late. Again, we had some real technical difficulties, but it's not a problem. We're going to get going. You know what I mean? So I am Officer 1000 Tabawan of the Israel School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Man, this is the Chainbreakers podcast, right? The podcast where we break the chains of oppression off the minds of our people. They took the physical chains off, and now the mental chains are there in its place. And the mental chains are worse than the physical chains. All right. And of course, the show is brought to you by the ISUPK, been in operation since 1969, under Commanding General Yohana, and teaching the truth according to the Bible. And so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are the true Jews, the true Israelites of the Bible. All right. And so we're going to get into some stories for today, talk about some pertinent things. And yeah, we'll go from there. I got my brother with me, of course, always. I cannot start the show without introducing my host, my co-host, my brothers. You know what I mean? I got my brother, Officer 1000 Yard Mark, right beside me.
Yes, sir.
K.A. the Javelin. What's going on, bro?
Hey, Shalom, y'all smart about Shimmy Hawashai. Ain't nothing much going on, man. Make sure y'all getting into them javelin raffles, man. You understand? $5 entry fees. You never lose your money. That is a win-win situation. If you're not in it, you sinning. I'm playing, but it's like, you understand. So make sure you get into it. Pause, and I'm ready to go.
Most High in Christ, and of course, cannot start the show without introducing my Adawan, Captain of 10,000 Yagarwab. Shalom, Adawan. Yahweh Shem Al Shabrakatah.
Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Shem Al Shabrakatah. Yahweh Shem Al Shabrakatah. Hey,
yes, sir.
Hey, man, I'm in the warehouse.
Oh, snap.
Brother's working.
Okay. No sweat, Adawan.
Brother's working. I'm in the lab. I am in the lab.
Damn right. You see that?
And I know people probably wondering why that nigga in the lab with shades on. That's what we do in ISUPK.
Because the garments we make is too fire. I mean, it'll blind you.
Hey, God, most I great.
Well said, bro. Well said.
Most I great. Damn, hey, look, check this out.
Yeah, Cap.
It was cold. It was cold outside, but I wore my javelin sweatsuit, and the weather turned warm. Weather turned warm. Next thing you know, it's 70 degrees. 70 degrees in the wintertime in Oklahoma. Damn.
Damn right. Y'all didn't know the javelin sweats. The javelin sweats
Yeah.
have powers.
Good. I had to take it off because it got so hot.
Damn right. Ottawa, you got right here rocking out. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to make any comments at any time, you know what to do, Ottawa. You know how it goes. So we're gonna get into it. Officer Kowal should be with us shortly as well. You know what I'm saying? I know he might be moving around, but it's no sweat. You know what I mean? We're gonna get rocking. Shout out to everybody. Quick roll call, man. Shout out to young man David out there in Eastern Carolina. Shalom, how about you? Shout out to I don't know you got another name, sis, but nostalgia. Shalom, sis. Shout out to my brother Officer 500 Yanazar. How about you? Officer 5000 Iraq. Can't bleed over my city. Durham. Shalom, Adawan. How about you? And we got the sister Jacqueline from Eastern Carolina. Shalom, sis. Yahal Shamar Alatha by Shemel Shah. Oh, my brother Yama Scrib up in the spot. Sister Yerashia. Shalom, sister. Yahal Shamar Alatha by Shemel Shah. Oh, yeah. Don't forget also about the 55th annual Passover. It's going down in Durham, North Carolina, right where I am. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be glorious. Get all your affairs in order. Get your tickets. You know what I mean? Your plane tickets. Make sure you pay your Passover fee first and foremost. The general went off last night on people that do not pay their Passover fees. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be sitting in a Lyft or Uber if General Muhammad finds out that you tried to use some UPK service to bus to get some. So, you know what I'm saying? So please do not do that. You know what I mean? Don't make the general have to go to those lengths. Pause. All right. Make sure you pay that Passover fee and be down here in the room for the 55th annual Passover. All right. Most High in Christ. So does anybody have anything they wanted to bring out?
Hey, top one. I don't know how you did it before, but if you could, I'll probably turn whatever you turned up before just a little bit more.
Okay. I think it's probably because the pause, like how far I am from the mic, but I'm gonna add some gain, so even if I'm far away, you can hear me.
Hey, Shadaka Khan, I can hear you better now on top one.
That should be a little bit better.
Young man Shep, Eastern Carolina. What's going down?
Hey, Shalom, what's going on, young man Shep?
Where we at, man? Let's get into it, man.
So we got a few things to talk about. We got one main topic we're going to get into shortly, right? Because I do have to leave early today. I don't know. It depends on how when we get closer to the time, how you want to run it. If you want to hit one more pause, or if we're just going to clip it, you know what I mean? But nonetheless, we got a few things that we were going to go into, man. Let's go to this one first, bro, because I couldn't believe it. Now, Yarmak, you might have to see if you can play the video. I'm over here on a
Which
hot
one?
spot. It's the one about the Hispanic brother, man. They charged with manslaughter.
Oh, okay. I know who Nostalgia is, man. Nostalgia is my mother. Most High in Christ.
Oh.
She just texted me.
Oh.
I'm saying, like, I don't know who the heck Nostalgia is, but no sweat. Most High in Christ.
Most High in Christ.
You said the one with manslaughter.
Hey, Most High in Christ.
Yeah, the teen charged with manslaughter.
I see it. I think I think it's this one. It is not that one. Are you sure you posted the link for it?
I definitely did. I just got it out of it's the Atlanta Black Star. Atlanta Black Star, that's the one. Well, there's a few of them from Atlanta Black Star, but under it I wrote they're charging a young.
Gotcha. I see it. Okay, so it's on top of it. Pause.
All right, I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm probably, because my internet is not the best right now, I'm probably gonna show this picture of the sheriff, but I'm gonna read this story. All right. It'd be nice if I had a picture of the brother. I think I did see one.
That's good right there.
Oh, actually, that's too wild to show that on the screen. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna read it from my phone, but yeah, that's the story. What you're looking at on your screen is the story that I'm about to read from. Okay, so bear with me. This is a story out of Florida. Okay, Shalakia, where is it? Where is it? Boom, right? No, not that one.
This is crazy already. Just reading the title. That's insane. But
Yeah,
no
it's
sweat.
wild. Check it out. Okay. Trying to pull it up on my phone so I can read it.
Unless you want me to read it, that one.
If you could, because my phone's acting up right now. So.
Yeah, no sweat. So no sweat. So this is a story from Atlanta Black Star. The title is Teen Charged with Manslaughter After Florida Cop Dies of Heart Attack Following Struggle to Arrest Him. Don't pull away from me, quote unquote. Right, getting into it. It says the attorneys for the Guatemalan teen charged with manslaughter in connection to a Florida officer's death are pushing for his client's case to be dropped. Virgilio Aguilar Mendez was charged because St. Johns County Sergeant Michael Konovich died from a heart attack following an encounter with a teen in May of 2023. According to ABC's News, Mendez also was charged with resisting an officer with violence, another felony. The then 18-year-old was speaking to his mother on the phone as he walked past a motel when Kunovich approached him, stating that he looked suspicious. They always like to use that word suspicious. Where I guess this is a picture of the deputy sergeant. Right? Continuing on. It says body cam footage shows Mendez slowly walking along on the sidewalk when Konovich orders him to stop and starts interrogating him. Mendez did not respond to the officer in English, but in another language, which his attorney Philip Arroyo confirmed is Mam. It is an indigenous language reportedly spoken in the teen community in his home country, per ABC News. In the video, Mendez explains in hating English, and halting English, that he was eating and informs an officer that he's staying at the motel. The teen tells the officer that he doesn't speak English as he requests identification and asks if he has any weapons. No, quote unquote, Mendez responded. Well, you know what that is, Konovich said, while telling the teen to turn around before grabbing his arm. Don't pull away from me. At this moment, Mendez attempted to walk away, but Kunovich and another officer pushed him to the ground. The teen can be heard saying, "I'm sorry, stop," and no repeatedly while the struggle ensued. Do you want to get tased? One officer asked. Get on the ground. No problem, Mendez. You want to stop here and start, breaking this?
There's a video. I don't know if you wanted to see a little bit of the video. It might be tough because English situation is the best. So I wasn't sure if give it a try.
So I think the video may be here, but we just gotta let this ad roll first. But this is crazy in itself, man. Just the wording that is used, it sounds a lot similar like the Trayvon Martin case and George Zimmerman. That a boy walking and looking suspicious. Like I never understood. Well, here we go. I'll explain it later. This is the video. That one, what you seen?
As of yet, I see it now.
Well, I guess we go. I don't know. This might be something different. Let me see. I don't know if that's what.
I think that's something different, bro.
So sorry about police. I got him down.
What'd you say, Thawborn?
Yeah, I think that was a different video. I'm not sure. Atlanta Black Star sometimes they'll have different stuff on the page. So it's all good. We can get into it.
Oh, here it is. Here, this is it.
Okay. I think that one might have an ad as well, though. Click and let's see if it'll go straight to the video.
Well, it says load an ad. We'll let the ad run, and I'll just mute it for now.
Now I might be able to run it on my side because I already went through the ad. You know what I'm saying? If not, like I said, we can just get into it. Pause. Let me share the audio. Let's see.
Hold on. Let me connect my internet.
I think I got it. Y'all see it?
10-12, single 13P, Hispanic male, white t-shirt, black shorts, super brand of 16, 3576, should be 54 on me. Stop.
It's like a y'all see the video?
God, we see it.
I don't know if there's actually any
Yeah.
audio though.
Okay.
I got the audio turned
Okay,
up. but-
why, when I was driving around, call something,
We can hear it.
why did you get up and walk away?
Huh?
When you saw me, you got up and walked away. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Hey, Salaki, can you full screen it?
Oh, but are you drinking?
Where are you staying?
Huh?
Where are you staying? Sleeping?
You say,
Here?
yes.
Well, why aren't you eating inside?
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry.
What the hell kind of question is
That's
that?
my comment. Okay, do you have any ID?
That's
any
a child, bro. That's crazy.
But
ID, identification.
yeah.
In the room?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your first name?
Huh?
Your first name.
I'm sorry. I'm speaking.
Okay, do you have any weapons on you?
Huh?
You have any weapons on you?
No.
Well, you know what that is. Turn around, let me look.
No.
Turn around.
No.
Turn around.
But no.
Don't walk away from me.
No, sorry.
Don't pull away from me. I'm checking you for what? Your hands away from you.
No.
Stop!
No.
Stop!
No. Sorry.
Get on the ground!
Stop.
Get on the ground!
Back now. You're bleeding.
You got tased?
Back.
You got tased? Get on the ground!
No problem.
Get your hands!
Sorry.
Get your hands! Get off your hands!
Why are you screaming commands at someone that obviously has no idea what you're saying? Salakia. Right. I just had I mean, I'm sorry to interrupt, Salakia. Let me not jump the gun, but it is very obvious that this brother has no idea. Like, you saying it louder does not make him understand English. Give me your hands.
Yeah.
Give me your hands. Like, so you say it louder now. He knows what that means. He don't know who the fuck
right.
is my language, bro. He don't know. He's obviously not from here. He does not know who you are, what you are doing. Let me continue, Salaki.
Go after gun?
No. Hey. No. Familia. Fun.
I'm gonna tase you.
Stop. Fun. Behind your fucking back. It's funny. Turn around.
Put your hands.
No.
Give us your hands.
No.
Hands.
Huh?
Hands.
Hands. Lay on your stomach. I'm sorry, no speak English. Lay on your stomach. Stop. Roll over.
You didn't say hands. He has no idea what that is.
You're gonna get it again.
Huh? Stop.
Give us your hands.
Family. Hey, family. Yeah. Stop.
Taser.
Stop. No, stop. Está bien, stop. Está bien. Roll over. Está bien. Roll over. Está bien, espera. Roll over. Good. Hey. Grab his left hand. Hey. You. I'm sorry. Lay down. Lay down.
Oh yeah, this is a 13-minute video. But I think that might be enough to just go in right now.
Go ahead.
I mean, I think it's obvious what we're seeing, and it's like this is heartbreaking. Like, I mean, there's so many things that we can, so many ways to unpack this story. But for the brother, I'm still tripping off how they said that he just looked suspicious. What about him?
Nothing.
He looked like a regular dude walking. I don't understand. Where they get
Salaki. So this is the Salaki. So this is the cop that he had a heart attack and died.
Con out of one con.
Good Lord, that's boy, man.
That's the Most High.
That's
right.
prophecy. I'm thinking of Ecclesiasticus 39 and 31. God damn.
So you want us to pull it?
Damn.
You said Ecclesiasticus
in the Apocrypha. 39, and it goes already down. But hold on, let me see.
This is
go ahead.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 39 and verse 31. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and
now
this
talking about Salaki, right quick on this. Now this was talking about the angels that the Lord created for vengeance. Now, and it says they shall rejoice in his commandment when the Lord gives them like a commandment to go out and take somebody out, because they all about destruction, and they all about it says to appease the one who made them. So in 31, it's telling you they're going to rejoice when the Lord gives them an order to go take somebody out. They're going to rejoice in his command. Read on, brother.
And they shall be ready upon earth.
Then that's the heavy part. That's the heavy part. They should be ready on earth, ready for a devil like that.
Right.
Punishing them, messing around. I mean, come on, man. You doing that? I mean, that's terrible, man. Like you said, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking, just watching it. This brother ain't doing nothing to nobody. You know what I'm saying? For them to come do that, now that ain't them angels was ready. Read on, brother.
When need is, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word.
They should not. They're not gonna have. They're gonna have feelings. Angels obey order. They're not gonna have feelings. Oh man, wait a minute, I shouldn't do that. Or maybe this and maybe that. Nah, hell no. They that cunning one con.
That's right. Right.
And that's what happened right there. He had a heart attack and died. Good Lord, man, that's righteous judgment.
Right.
That's all it is. And they gonna try to charge the boy.
Con out of one con. That's the real heinous part about it. Is at the end of all of this, they are charging him with manslaughter.
Boy, man, this is a man, boy. Israel got to shape. We got to get ourselves right, man. Israel, you got to get yourself right. You got to get into the truth, because this devil, he's gonna do worse things. He getting real bold and real ugly, because he know he's losing his kingdom anyway. He know this sinful kingdom is falling anyway. Damn.
This is just a heavy story, and it's like black people need to look at this story and they need to rejoice at this. And then after they rejoice at this devil losing his life for trying to harm their brother, every black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man should be at that court case. Every black man influence should be at that court case, making sure that brother gets off, making sure that there is no charges put on him whatsoever. Because last time I checked, it was not a crime to be Mexican in America. At least we thought.
That's right.
At least we thought it wasn't a crime to be Guatemalan in America. But of course, we know the truth. And the truth of America is unconstitutional against their own constitution. So we should make sure that they stand on their constitution. We should make sure that they stand and live by the things that they use to enslave us, the things that they use to control us, things that they use to run this nation. We should hold them accountable of following that same constitution. That brother has a right to walk outside. And guess what? Even if he had a gun on him, Florida is an open carry state. He couldn't have a gun on him. Who cares if he has a gun on him? You got white hillbillies and these redneck countries who walk around with AK-47s and AR-15s. You don't believe me? What happened in New York? What happened in Buffalo, New York? You had a white boy walk in Buffalo, New York in a grocery store with an AR-15 with words written, this is your reparations. Racist comments and slurs on the barrel of an AR-15 where he went in there and killed, I think, 9 or 10 or however many black people in the store. But yet what cop stopped him? Who stopped him from looking suspicious? You had the Las Vegas shooter. He walked into Las Vegas with a duffel bag full of sniper rifles and ARs and guns, and he shot up I don't know how many people. Who stopped him? Who stopped Dylan Storm? Who stopped Dylan Storm Roof? Who stopped the Sandy Hook killer? Who stopped all these school shooters? Who profiled them? Nobody ever looks at our person and says that he's suspicious. Yet time after time again, every mass shooter, the Boston bomber, wasn't he a devil? But no one ever looks at an oppressor and says he looks suspicious after devils are the ones who are causing chaos and mayhem in this very goddamn country. But yet you want to look at this Guatemalan and say he looks suspicious. Why? Because he has a t-shirt on and some shorts? Because he's walking around the hotel because he doesn't speak English? This is the problem with the oppressor, man. And if you understand this, then you can understand life. The oppressor is a devil. He is a monster that has to be caged. It does not matter where he goes. It doesn't matter what land he stands on. If he sees something that he does not understand, that he does not cannot relate to, he has to control it. He did it with the Native Indians. He came in just like that Guatemalan boy. He didn't understand the way the Native Indians spoke, the way they lived, the way they treated one another. And because he didn't understand it, he had to control them. Well, I tell you what, man, the Lord don't understand the white man. The Lord don't understand him. And just like a lion in a wall, that white man gonna have to be caged. Otherwise, he's gonna continue to do this thing, man. But while Yahweh was shy, the Lord heard the cries of that Guatemalan, man. Brother, and he unalived that devil for his crime.
That's right.
That's justice. That's it. And if you believe in the Lord, they're gonna go in that. I'm almost done. They're gonna go into that courtroom and they're gonna swear on the Bible because they claim to be Christian. They claim to believe in the God of the Bible, the God of Israel. Well, if you believe in the God of Israel, then understand this: justice has been done. It's over. The Lord gave his justice when he allowed that devil to be unalive by a heart attack. That was justice. He didn't do nothing else. That's it. We see who the Lord was with. We see who he was with. The Lord didn't allow you to kill that Guatemalan that day. No, not that day, Tabawan. That day, there wasn't no Guatemalan that lost his life at the hands of an oppressor. No, that day the devil lost. That's justice.
That's right.
And that's it.
That's right.
Oh, there ain't nothing else to talk about with that. They need to drop that court case and let that brother go. I'm
Con.
No, Con. Let me
and look, hey, Salakia, right quick. Back when I first came out here, I went to a McDonald's one time, took grandkids. We were in the McDonald's, right? And a hillbilly came up and asked me, well, what did I have on the back of my jacket? You know, I had asked UPK and everything. I said, well, Hebrew Israelites and stuff like that, you know. And then he stepped off. And then when we was getting ready to leave, everybody was in the car. I went back into the McDonald's to get something. And I looked over there on the side. These hillbillies had AR-15s and assault rifles in the McDonald's. In the McDonald's, and they wasn't getting, no cop was around them telling them they looked suspicious. And they had AR-15 and assault rifles in the children's McDonald's where you had the little toys and all the little things they could play on, all the type of stuff in there. But they didn't look suspicious. You know what I'm saying? But that's America. That's America, and it's just so wicked. You know what I'm saying? But hey, the oppressor's time is coming. You know, it's not. I shouldn't say coming. It's here for the Lord to take His vengeance on. I yield, brother.
Right. So let me read on just a little bit. Of course, we saw that the brother was calling for his family. It says bitch suffered a fatal heart attack, collapsing 8 minutes after the struggle, and a medical examiner concluded that, in quote, emotional stress from the incident could have played a role. First Coast News reported. Police claimed that Mendez held a pocket knife, but the weapon was not found until he was restrained, according to the report. Mendez's team, listen to this. Mendez's team explained that the knife was used for cutting melons at work. In other words, this young 18-year-old child was more than likely one of those he's Guatemalan, but one of those Hispanic brothers that cuts open melons for white people to get at Harris Teeter, at Food Fair and Food Lion and so on. That's probably what this brother does. And now he's being charged with manslaughter because of some out of shape cop. Earlier this week, on January 29th, Assistant Public Defender Rosemary Peoples filed a motion listing reasons Mendez is not culpable for Konochevich's death, and the charge should be dropped. This is a quote. Sergeant Kunovich's death by natural causes, heart attack, after an arrest was not a reasonably foreseeable consequence of any action taken by Mr. Aguilar Mendez. Therefore, the manslaughter charge against him must be dismissed due to lack of legal causation, Peoples reportedly wrote in the motion. Now check it out. Hundreds of thousands of people have called for Mendez's release. As of Wednesday, more than 500,000 people have signed a change.org petition to support him. It's the last part, and I want to get into this before we go to the next topic. This is a quote. It says, if Virgilio is convicted and sentenced to prison for this incident, it will create an extremely dangerous precedent in this country. Because if a police officer dies from a heart attack during a police-citizen encounter, anyone in this country can be charged, convicted, and sentenced to life in prison for that officer's death. The petition says this precedent would run contrary to the fundamental tenets of freedom and liberty, which are, I guess, supposed to be sacred in this country. Absolutely disgusting and insane to even imagine that this is a thing, to even think that like, and I'm gonna go back to what Yarmak said before you move on. But Yarmak, you brought up a great point when you mentioned Trayvon Martin. When that devil, even though he has a Hispanic last name, but he in fact Zimmerman, no, excuse me, I think he's part Hispanic, but Zimmerman is a devil. When he unalived Trayvon Martin, he went home that night. He went home after he unalived Trayvon Martin with a weapon. They are charging this brother. He's probably sitting in a holding cell right now because the cop happened to have a heart attack while failing miserably to try to restrain him. And the precedent that sets is extremely dangerous, because then what? If a cop asks me to show my ID and I say, no, I ain't giving you my effing ID, and he says, and has a heart attack, am I going to get life in prison? Am I going to be held criminally liable for this dude's death because he can't take my abrasiveness? When does it end? But you notice they said that these things, these law and liberty and such, are sacred in America. These things are not sacred in America. And I will not be surprised. I would not be surprised if this young brother is made an example of, and if they do not drop the charges against him and find some way to keep him in prison. It wouldn't surprise me at all.
That's crazy.
Yeah, insane.
That's
insane.
crazy. You know how many veterans. You know how many veterans don't get the care that they need after the PTSD that they accumulated from going over in war. What the oppressor don't give a damn about the hardships that they go through when they come back after they done using them. But yet this devil, I guess he gonna have to get justice for. The thing is, he wasn't fit to be a police officer. That's the problem. They should have ran a couple more tests on his heart and made sure his heart was, fit to be a police officer, because being a police officer, that's a tasking job to have, man.
Yeah.
You understand? Like this is nonsense. This is complete and total nonsense. And if we don't speak on these things, nobody will. And that's what I want everybody to understand, the importance of the Chainbreakers podcast, and not even just the Chainbreakers podcast, but the whole Israelite school of UPK and Commander General Yohana, because everyone wants to talk about Sexy Red. Everyone wants to talk about Jacquees and Trey Songz getting into a fight last night. Everyone wants to talk about those things, in which we can talk about those things. But no one wants to talk about this little Guatemalan boy, because if you take your efforts and align yourself to be a friend to him, there's nothing that he could do to pay you back. He's not rich. He can't shout you out on Instagram for your support and get you 1 million followers. He can't pay for nothing. You understand? And so it's so easy for us to just look past the little ones, man. But that's why Christ said, if thou shalt, I'm paraphrasing, but if thou shalt hurt even one of the little ones, it'll be done to you, man. Meaning we have an obligation and a duty as niggas, spicks, wetbacks, and savages to take care of that Guatemalan boy, to take care of him, man. We have an absolute obligation and a duty to take care of him as if he was the greatest of one of our nation.
That's right.
Because he is. He is the greatest of our nation, man. If we can't take care of him, how the hell we gonna defend ourselves, man? But
yeah, right. No, that's a great point, brother. And I'm just gonna segue into this next topic that I want to talk about. So we're gonna talk about this briefly, and probably something else small, and then we'll get to the main topic for today. Like I said, we gotta clip it around 1:45, depending on how it's flowing. But you mentioned our connection as a nation, and many of our people, again, because of slavery and because of look who we have here. Look what the wind blew in.
Wow. Hey, Shalom, brother. Shalom, Captain's going on, y'all. Shalom stuff. Go ahead, Double Y. I mean,
Kawal Guatemalan too.
Oh yeah.
He damn sure do. Coalito, no sweat.
See to Eres Biblioteca.
Carlito's way. It's Carlito's way.
Carlito's way. Both sides right, man. But you know what? That leads into the next thing, because there was something that just happened. This guy's always on one of these, Atlanta Black Star Shade Room something.
Oh,
but he said something that I felt was, or not I felt, but that a lot of it was very polarizing. Some people was, mad about it, so on. It's called it embarrassing and so on. Well, Tyrese, the singer / actor and so on, he recently this is a story from Atlanta Black Star. Oh, Salakia. It says embarrassing. Tyrese slammed by Black community after wishing he, in quote, was born Latino one day before Black History Month. All right. It says singer turned actor Tyrese Gibson is in headlines again after making a post celebrating his love for a Mexican family, saying he wished he was Latino. He made the remarks in a post on Instagram where social media users instantly blasted him, not only for seemingly disparaging his own race, but also for the timing of his lengthy caption just a day before the start of Black History Month. The video clip Gibson shared on January 31st features a family surprising their patriarch with a new vehicle as a thank you for his years of sacrifice to provide for them. Many gathered around the man to usher him outside to the garage of what is assumed to be his home. When he gets to the curb, they surprise him with a new truck, and he breaks down in tears. Tyrese wrote a 5-paragraph essay that seemed to be a tribute to the Latin family structure, but splashed disparagement on his own race. I won't play the video. You can check it out. It's very popular. A lot of people have seen it. This is what he said. He said, "Sometimes I wish I was born Latino," he bemoaned before saying, "I mean, the Latin community is grounded in family, loyalty," I guess he meant to say. "Entrepreneurs, businessmen, and women literally represent the dream, the grind, the hustle, doing whatever it takes to stick together against all odds." Adding, "If us as Black culture was more grounded in these integral, magical nuances of us, we would be dominant." A little bit more, the sweet lady singer went on to share what he's learned from the Jewish community eating dinner together on Friday, as well as the Muslim community from his travels to the Middle East. The rest of his remarks broke down all of the ways that other communities are better than blacks, in his opinion, because of their family unit is intact with strong patriarchal structures. I have no idea. So this is the last part of this quote from him. I have no idea how we lost our way. We can't get anything done and accomplished as a fragmented culture, insecure, threatened by each other, competitive towards our own race, killing ourselves every single day frivolously. The majority of us is black men, and the millions are locked up in prison. His comments ended by saying that blacks do have some redeeming qualities, powerful, influential, and successful, but they are overshadowed by how fragmented and dysfunctional the community is. So he said that, and again, I'm not going to read it, but just a lot of people had different stuff to say. People went on Instagram, they said, Tyrese, please, not on the first day of Black History Month. Somebody else said, we wish you were born Latino too, because your behavior is embarrassing to our community. And someone else said, Tyrese, please. A lot of those abilities were stripped from us, and we are still rebuilding. And it's only the grace of God, through the grace of God, we made it through and are still able to progress. Other people brought up slavery and so on. Let's talk about it. I have some. I got some opinions. I got some ideas. Yeah. But what do y'all think? The floor is open. Does Tyrese? Does he have a point? Is he going too far? What do y'all think?
If I could, I think Tyrese, you was born Latino, dummy.
Right.
You don't know that. You born that. You understand? Right. We all Latino. We all Guatemalan. We all Puerto Rican. Ain't no goddamn difference. That's just something. But he just like Tyrese Gibson is like, it's almost hard to be mad at these celebrities, man, because I understand what he's trying to say and I get what he's saying, but he's just too weak to be a leader to fix the condition of black people. So he'd rather do something else. Like, this is like, black people, you don't be so hard on him, man. Pause. You understand? Like, you've been doing it your whole life. What was it back in the 80s where everybody wanted to be Chinese?
Yeah.
And then in the 90s when Coming to America, everybody want to be African.
Yep.
We always want to be something else because of what some of them comments said. We've been destroyed. We've been unlearned. We don't know how to do certain things anymore. That's all true, man. But what we need is strong Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian men to stand up and fix these problems instead of causing a divide. And then I end on this. I won't be too long-winded. But black people, man, y'all gotta stop being so goddamn stupid. You gotta stop being stupid, man. Like, are you that dumb that you don't even know how to pick who your enemy is? I've seen so many posts on Twitter. There's some rap group right now, and they came out with a song, and the song is about how Latinos cannot say nigga. Like, you gonna be like you the oppressor has came to this country, even outside of this country, has enslaved your people, hung your children, hung you from tree to tree, done tar and feathered you, done enslaved you, done murdered you. They still doing it to this day. And somehow, and all of this unaliving that the oppressor is doing to you and our people, you choose somehow to make an enemy out the Mexicans.
Right.
They your enemy now. The same brothers who fought for you at the Battle of the Alamo in San Antonio, Texas.
Right.
They your enemy now somehow. When they was in chains with you, man. The Native Indians was in chains with you. I just watched the movie. I think it's called what is it called? The Killer of the Flower Moon, which I would suggest every brother and sister go watch. But without spoiling it, it pretty much focuses in Oklahoma of a Native American Indian tribe called the Osage. And this tribe of Native American Indians, on their reservation, they had land and they had insurance policies and they had wealth and gold. But then when settlers or when the oppressors started seeing that there was gold there, and oil there, and land and money, they started moving into these reservations. And during this time, I'm talking about the 1920s.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about not that long ago, about 100 years ago, 1920s, 1930s. They started moving in there And what they started doing was marrying the Osage tribal women. And I don't want to spoiler alert, but I'm gonna rephrase one scene that happened, and after this, I ain't gonna speak on it. You should go watch. It's about a 3-hour movie, but there was one scene, right, where there is focused on this group of sisters, group of Osage Native Indian sisters. Is about 8, 9, 10 of them, bunch of them, and these white men are marrying them. And one of the white men, they're all doing this, but this scene showed it. One of the white men is a scene where he's in the insurance in the bank talking to an insurer or whatever, and he's asking the insurance person, he's like, so theoretically speaking, if my wife was to die, where would the insurance and land go to? And the insurance man is saying, well, it would go to her offspring. And so the white man says, okay, well, theoretically speaking, if my wife was to die and those little Osage children were to die too, then where would the insurance money go to? And the white man is like, you, sir, you know you're insinuating on killing your wife and your children for insurance money. And he responded, theoretically. And that's the end of the scene. And that's what happened. That is how diabolical our oppressor is to us. And yet somehow we'll find a way to be enemies with the Native Americans. Somehow we'll find a way to be enemies with the Mexicans or the Guatemalans or the Puerto Ricans or those of a Latino descent or the Caribbeans or Haitians. When this oppressor has been diabolical to us for years, man. And this is just another, this is just another way for us to further that wedge in between us when Christ said that we should come together, man. But I yield. That's it. Check out that movie, though.
Damn right.
Damn right.
Come on. Somebody else has something? Salaki. Somebody else has something? Go ahead, Cap.
It's crazy, man. Tyrese, that's sad. He hates being black so bad. He want to run to another race like a whole lot of black people. But newsflash, Tyrese, Latino is the same race, bozo.
Right.
So I mean, come on, we the same people. We do the same things. If just get out and get to know somebody, you would know that. Hey, we the same people. There's no way. You come to the eyes, you can't see it. Back to Native Indians, we are the same people. We do the same ghetto shit. We do everything to each other. Everything we do the same people. We the same people. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right.
And it's sad to see this time of day a brother that destroyed and hating being black so bad. You know what I'm saying? And he really wanted the sad part about it is. He say Latino. He really want to be white. He's such a coon. He really want to be white. He want to be a white boy. You know what I'm saying? He was so in love with the brother. I shouldn't say brother, but the devil that dad. You know what I'm saying? Then he want to definitely be white. You know what I'm saying? But he don't have enough heart to come out and say that being white. He just couldn't say Latino because he thinks in his dumb, stupid, ignorant mind that Latinos are different people. But we the same people, bozo. That's all I got to say.
Right.
Cool.
I agree with Cap and Yarmut, man. I'm just tired of these entertainers, man. Like, they need to get a clue. They need to watch ISUPK. You mean to tell me we've been on the line and every damn city this long and not one of these Negroes have watched a class or a podcast or anything? Like, get a goddamn clue already. It's 2024. We still having this debate about Latinos not saying nigga and wanting to be Spanish. It's ridiculous. It's just utterly ridiculous. You know what I mean? And I mean, Tyrese is just a joke at this point. This is the same Negro who was crying online, snotting and crying like a damn 2-year-old over some broad. I don't take him serious at all, man. Tyrese he might got an album coming out or something. It just might be an attempt to go viral, but it's absolutely ridiculous what he was saying. Yeah, his sentiments about wanting to have family and wanting to have this, close unity. Well, he's got to start that himself. It starts within, Tyrese. You want that, build it for yourself, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Build your own damn, family unit. If you like how the Latinos do things and all that, we're the same people, man. Just love your family, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, do better for your community. Like, all this going online writing paragraphs is just an attempt to go viral, man. I'm sick of these Negroes.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. and I know some Latinos who act just like niggas, man. But I tell you what, the only difference between us ain't got nothing to do with the color of our skin or what our nationality is. The difference between those who have family values and who don't is only who loves their oppressor and who doesn't. You come to the Israelite school of I guarantee your dumb ass, you see a bunch of Latinos who got them same family values as Tabawan, as Kowal, and as Captain Yagar. And they some niggas. I lied about Kowal being Guatemalan. He's a nigga. And he got values. And he raised his sons up right. He raised his sons up right. You understand? Right. And so that's the only difference. But all I can say is that these brothers on this screen, they don't love their oppressor. Right. You understand? And the Latinos who got them family values, guess what? They don't love their oppressor. How do you know? Because they'll pile into a goddamn Honda Accord 12 deep. That's not the oppressor's way. That's not cool. That's not the oppressor's, The oppressor don't like seeing that. But guess what? They don't give a fuck. They do not give a flying F about what the oppressor thinks. They're going to get into that car. They're going to live in that house. There's going to be 22 of them because they love one another. That's right. So if you want to have a family, you better stop loving your oppressor, Tyrese. Right. You better stop doing that and love your and then you'll have them same family values. But I yield.
Damn right. Well said, bro. I'm gonna throw. I ain't gonna throw monkey wrench because I agree with everything everybody said. I completely 100% agree. So what I'm gonna do is this. I'll start by saying, in the case of Tyrese, bro, right? And I understand that he is a coon, he is a fool, all of those things. And you're right, Kowal. These celebrities, they always saying stuff. And I'll be honest, I'm biased. I'm like biased against them because they have influence, and I don't want them to have it. I want Commander General Yohana to have it. I want the ISUPK to have it. So I'm like biased against them because it's like, nigga, even if you might be kind of right, shut up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let us do the talking. You know what I mean? Let Commander General Yohana do the talking, and you just sit somewhere. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. But what I will say is, I understand again, and y'all, Mike, you said it too. I understand the kind of premise of what he's getting at. You know what I'm saying? There is certainly a cultural thing amongst Judites. Now, we know I think everybody on this show is a Judite. Judites are combative. We love to fight. Yep. We battle everything all the time, right? We have certain things about our specific tribe that sometimes makes it very difficult for us to kind of just mess with each other in a way, if what I'm saying makes sense. Like, I don't know. I'm not saying that they don't do it, but I don't know if Guatemalans, like grill each other in the club. I don't know if that's a thing with them. I don't know. I don't know if Mexicans, when they go to the ranch or go to a nice dance or something, or they go out, if one crew is grilling another crew. I don't know. I just know because I'm a Judite, you're gonna deal with that. That's what we do. We give each other death stares. We always waiting for somebody. I want something to happen, so I have a reason to beat a nigga up. I have a reason to fight somebody. So that perspective, being like, as people might say, that's how it is, right? But what I will tell Tyrese, and everybody that's on this show has said it, and this is the main thing, is that his perception of Hispanics is flawed. That is not the experience. You think all Hispanics are these happy-go-lucky people with cowboy boots and cowboy hats who do dances and have quinceañeras and everybody's having a good time all the time. That is not the case. Just as Aguilar Mendez, who just had who right now is having his life ruined just like a nigga. He got arrested and is being charged with manslaughter because a fat cop had a heart attack. Now tell me that that's not some nigga shit.
That is.
That's something that happens to niggas. You know why? Because Aguilar Mendez is a nigga. That's why. So what I'm saying is, even though there might be certain little differences because we come from different places. We grow up, some grow up in Mexico, some grow up in Guatemala, some grow up in Brazil. We grow up in New York, we grow up in North Carolina, we grow up in Detroit and DC, so on, right? At the end of the day, that does not change the fact they're oppressed just like we are. And all of these Hispanics, listen, I know some Hispanics who are coons. I bet Tyrese doesn't know that. I literally grew up, or I know people who were 100% Hispanic, and they're coons. They hate black people and other Hispanics and love white people. But he would never look at that and say, oh, well, look at the way they are so family oriented and so on and so forth. They're the same as, just like you got black people that live in nice houses and make money and hate their people. You also have black people that love their communities and love their people and try to do right by their people. It's the same all across the board. Again, little cultural differences does not make us not the same people. So I invite people to not focus so much on the surface differences, as Yarmak said. More often than not, 9 times out of 10, 99 times out of 100, we're exactly the same. Okay? And that's what we should focus on more than anything. But I land my plane on that. Salaki.
Yeah, right.
God, Most High in Christ. You ready to get into the main thing, Paul Yarmak?
Let's do it, man. For Overside Rock, man.
Shout out to Officer 5000 Rock, man. He sent me this story. Sent us this story. It was very intriguing. All right. Let me see if I can get he sent me a video, but I wanted to see if I can maybe get an article. Hold up. Bear with me just a moment. Make sure that everybody is liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel as well. I can't forget that. Let's not forget that. Let's make sure we like, share, and subscribe. Help us with all of those things. You know what I'm saying? Oh, also make sure y'all get y'all money in for the raffle. For the raffle. Yarmak, you said it's $5. Is there different ones or it's just $5 tickets?
Right now for this one, because of the value of the top prize is $5 tickets. But again, remember, if you was entering into the raffle before having won nothing, your raffles aren't gone. The only way you can use those raffles is if you buy another raffle, however. So if you won those raffles from the past, pay another $5 and you'll get that raffle plus the ones that you had before.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Yeah, get your raffles in, man. Get your raffles in. Get your tickets or whatever. Also,
pay your Passover fee first, though.
Passover fee first, yeah, for sure. You right on the money, bro. You right on the money with it. So, Salakia, I'm just trying to get this clip. Salakia. It's a YouTube clip. So, matter of fact, I'm just going to go to YouTube and just type it in, and then I'm gonna try to display it again. My internet is not the best at the moment, but hopefully it won't be too much of an issue. Okay.
Yeah, man. What's going down, chat, man? Who in the chat, man? Y'all come in, man. Y'all ain't gotta just salute in, man.
Anybody else come in? Like, if you want to roll call it real quick, see who else. Shout out somebody else that maybe
we got a couple comments, but we just got Sister Power now who just came in. Shout out to her. But I think she's the only new person who has came in. Sister Yarashia said Tyrese is a little slow. God. If you're not in the truth, you slow. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's some way I can show you how you lost your noggins a little bit.
Right.
You understand? If you're not in the truth. But nonetheless, shout out to everybody that's tuning in, man. Y'all could comment, man. Y'all could comment y'all thoughts. Y'all could comment y'all concerns. If y'all want to come in, pause. Y'all can come. Y'all could join the show. You understand? And speak on whatever it is that we speaking on. We want to hear from the people. We want to hear y'all thoughts and everything like that,
All right, I think I got it. Let me know if y'all can hear it.
Well, a lot of conversations have been happening about Gen Z. And
y'all hear it?
John.
All right, Most High in Christ. Let me full screen it. All right, so check it out. So this is I forgot the brother's name. I seen him before, whatever. But the conversation is about a lot of people in Generation Z. If you're not, I think he mentions it. I'm not gonna play too much of it. Just Gen Z, they have all these generations. You got boomers, millennials, Gen Z, Generation X, so on and so forth, right? It's just a way of kind of grouping different age groups based on when you were born, all right? So this conversation is going on. There's a heavy conversation right now about people in Generation Z are complaining that they're aging faster. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Gen Z, now, Yarmak, you might be on the edge, brother. Pause.
What you mean? On the edge of what?
I think you might be Gen Z.
Nah, I was born in the truth.
Yeah, I hear you and all that, but nigga, pause. Your body was born in like 1997.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I believe I was born in the truth, and I think that my whatever is completely different than everybody else's.
Well, you got me there, brother, but you still might be Gen Z. But no sweat.
I'm Gen UPK.
I hear you. Gen Z. Let me play this.
I'm not letting you get that one out. Nah,
Well, let's see what the brother has to say, right? Well, better not what he has to say, but the conversation going on around him.
Well, a lot of conversations have been happening about Gen Z. And the reason why people speaking about Gen Z is because Gen Z is aging at a faster rate, and it's kind of like a phenomenon a little bit.
You got to echo.
And so this one's going to kind of touch on that. I want to follow some things.
So I got an echo?
It's like a reverb.
Okay, so let me mute myself and then play it. Salaki.
Okay.
At a faster rate, and it's kind of like a phenomenon a little bit. And so this one sister's gonna kind of touch on that. And I want to follow some things she's saying because I know what the old people said, and the beautiful thing, I was glad to be around the old people now at this age more so than any other age, because everything I see they told me is literally coming to pass. Let's go ahead and roll what this sister has to say.
Y'all are doing too much to your fucking face. All of that retinol, under eye cream, going to get all these different facials. You don't need that. Your body's going to do what it needs to do, when it needs to do it for your skin. Y'all are doing too much. And I'm going to end the video with my age. I will let y'all guess. Numero dos. Y'all wearing too much makeup. This is strictly for the ladies. Ladies. The fuck are you doing? And I'm not talking about white people. I am talking about people of color. We were not wearing full faces in middle school, in high school. We weren't wearing foundation every single day. We had mascara, lip gloss, and eyeliner that we wore under our eyelid, the bottom one, right? On our waterline. We weren't doing all that shit y'all be doing. And if you didn't know it already, makeup ages you the fuck out of you quickly. Next, we weren't eating out every day. Y'all are literally filling your body with all types of these, I'm gonna just say like synthetic foods that has all these. We weren't eating McDonald's every day, baby. We were not eating Chick-fil-A every day. We were not eating out every day. Our parents would not allow it. Nor did motherfuckers have money. Where do you think Do You Have McDonald's money came from? Came from our era. We weren't eating out every day. We were eating home cooked meals. Yes. What? Y'all eating Chipotle every fucking day. Y'all out there eating Chick-fil-A every single day. Y'all eating Taco Bell every single day. And I'm not going to sit here like we didn't have our fair share of bullshit. Like we would fry bologna. We would, eat Hot Pockets or the TV dinners or like Lunchables, sometimes. Even that was a luxury. The little mini charcuterie board, Lunchables. But, to the extent that y'all are doing it, we didn't do that. Ladies, this one is strictly for you. Nobody was walking around with a lace front wig on. Nobody was walking around, period, with a wig on. You know how quickly you would have been fired up? Because you look crazy. They would have ate us up. Even people's weaves back then was looking a little raggedy and taggly. Y'all over here, 22 years old, don't got no fucking edges. We have questions. There's no reason you should be in middle school or high school really with a wig on at all.
Now, of course, I shortened the video because the video is much longer than what she was talking about. But actually, she's 38. She's a millennial. So millennials, from what I see, is not aging like Gen Z. So why Gen Z is aging so fast? So I kind of looked.
Continue. Before we continue, I want to put it out there. I'm just asking. I don't have an opinion as of yet. What do y'all think? She said a lot of things, and then the premise right now is Gen Z. Generation Z, again, from what I understand, is basically considered people who were born between 1997 and like 2000 something. I can't really call it. I'm trying to think because I know millennials is like 85 or 84 to 96. So Gen Z might be like 97 to like 2015 or something like that. Do y'all is there a thing where some of these younger people are aging faster? Do y'all think that's a thing, or you think it's they age the same as everybody else?
Aging?
Yeah. Are some young people, young girls aging faster? Young dudes. So the dude on the right, on what y'all see on your screen, he's a Generation Z. I think he in that video, that clip, I think he's like 26. He says he's like 26 years old or 27, something like that.
Damn, I thought he was 30.
Huh?
I thought he was like 32.
That's the point. The point is that a lot of people, he says that people think I'm in my 30s.
Damn. I did. I know who he is. I've been watching his videos, but I would not have thought he's the same age as me.
Oh, now he's the same age as you. I thought you was born in the UPK.
And I am. But I thought that he was around the same age as me. So I did not think that this brother was 30 though. That's different.
He's not 30. He's 27, 26.
I mean, you're right. I thought that he was 30. I did not think he was 20 anything, actually. I thought he had to be like 30, 34.
I'm trying to see what is his exact age. But in that clip, he explains it. He explains it. But yeah, so is this something, a trend y'all have noticed, or what y'all think? Sister Yarasha, y'all said Khan.
I'll go last, man. I've been speaking on the last two topics, so
I really don't think nobody's aging fast or anything.
Okay.
I really don't think aging fast. I mean, they damn sure eating a bunch of cruddy food. Everybody you eat out more than you cook at home. You know, a lot of them don't even know how to cook. You know, so. But I don't know about people aging faster and slower and whatever. You know, some people just look old, some people just look young. People spend so much time on. If we can focus on better things, man. Come on, let's focus on such bullshit. Valakia. You know, damn. Everybody aging faster. Damn, now I'm gonna call up my son. My son's 25. I'm like, damn. You look like you're 35 now. Oh no, man. You look like you're 25. What the hell? You know, it's like, man. You know, I don't know. I don't really. Today, what's going on today? Like, it's so much corrosion of people about people. You know, we looking for so many things and outlets. And are we aging faster? Are we aging slower? You know, I mean, just put down the weed.
Right.
Put down the weed and drink in moderation. You know, just you know what I'm saying? Basically, coming to the truth. Just stop your growing process. You're just young. You know, like young Marcus saying, Cohen. I was born in 2011.
Right.
I was born in 2011. You know what I'm saying? Right. I can't even look. I never can remember the 90s anyway. The 90s was a blur. The 90s, really? I remember what I can remember up to 80, I would say 89. 89, like 88 I started going overseas. I was going overseas in amateur boxing. So 88.
Oh, Salaki, I think Cap got cut out. Is he back in? Hold up, Salaki.
But who knows? I didn't age. I don't know if I was aging. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I was aging or not. You know,
I don't think you were.
I was 24 years old. I was 24 years old, and people said you look like you about 19. Hey, you know, maybe I aged slow. I don't know.
Kind of what they saying.
I don't know.
You got, I mean, Adawan, you still got a full head of hair. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of cats.
Hey, you know something? Hey, look. you right about that. You know something? At one time, in the truth, I thought that the Most High was just coming to reap my hair. You know, I thought I was just, ain't no sweat. If Most High take your hair, it's gone. You just ain't no sweat. So I thought it was gone. And then next, it started coming back. Well, coming back, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm aging slow. Hell, man. Come on.
It could
maybe
be
something to that.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Hey, wait a minute. One more thing, what we have to really define. Hey, since I brought a Javelin sweatsuit, man, I've been feeling a lot younger. Hey, man, maybe we got to get out that Javelin sweatsuit.
That's a clip. Hey,
Yeah,
Mike,
right.
go ahead and clip that. Clip that.
Right. Hey, Kawal, so what's your take on it, Kawal?
Man. Okay, this is my thing. I agree with Cap, man. I don't buy that the Gen Z is just looking older. First of all, it's coming from a woman. I think she was more concentrated in talking about these girls and the concern about them wearing heavy makeup. Yes, she's correct about girls wearing wigs. If you wore a wig back in 96 when I was in high school, you're getting clowned. That was unheard of, a wig. Okay, girls was just starting to put weave in their hair in a sense. You know what I mean? It wasn't a thing. You wore your natural hair, and that's what it was. But over time, when things become more accessible and faddish, I think it's more so, the point that she was trying to make is that these girls are moving too fast. They're looking grown. I think her words are saying look older. They're looking more grown. I agree with her on that. These girls getting these lashes done in middle school, high school, getting lashes done, wearing makeup to the T every day, getting their face beat, wigs, extensions. It's like, God damn, y'all going to school, you're going to a fashion show. Right. I mean, it's ridiculous. So they are looking a lot growner. I don't want to say older because I still think they still look kind of age appropriate minus all the makeup. Every generation, you got a bunch of old young looking cats. I mean, look at Nate Thurman. Go look at Nate Thurman's NBA draft picture. The nigga was like 22 years old. He looked 50. And this is in 1963. You know what I'm saying? Nate Thurman was born in the 40s, but back in the day, you had cats that looked like they was 50 years old. They was 18. Look at Cooley. Look at these old high schools, these old movies. These cats look old as hell back then. Certain cats look old in high school. Yeah, and that's just how it is, But she made a lot of good, valid points about the makeup and the food. But then again, like I said, it's too many takeaways, man, because you could have 10 different topics of what they were saying. Yes, we eat a lot of fast food. Why? Because people got 3 or 4 effing jobs. They don't have time to come home and cook. Gas was 96 cents a gallon in 1999, 2000. Or, now it's $5 a gallon. You got to have 2 goddamn jobs just to fill your car up. So I don't have time to come home and cook a meal for the kids. Negro, just order DoorDash. Go to Cookout. Right. It's easier. So with times and more oppression, people are going to start eating worse. And you add the food deserts to it. I mean, you can think about it. We were eating pizza rolls and Hungry Man dinners and ramen, whatever. But as far as generations looking older, they look more grown. They don't look age appropriate. I would say that. Right. I would say older. I don't think they look
aging them. I think that's a great point, Kawal, but
it's aging them mentally, which manifests what they wear.
Right.
So because and it's all causality. Why are they doing the wigs and makeup? Because of social media. There's a goddamn camera in your face 24/7. You have an image to uphold. We didn't have that back then. We didn't have that. We didn't have no social media, so you just wore whatever. Yeah, the cats was fresh, and if it is what it is.
What you're saying is very heavy, bro, and that's why I think Overside Rock, being the mad genius that he is, he sent this story in, and there's so many. It's like a web that we could talk about. But I think what you're saying right there about the difference in maybe not necessarily whether they're actually aging faster, but they're being more grown and so on. Another element, if I could, is again social media.
Yes,
is creating. It is thinning the line between adults and children. When I grew up, you know what I'm saying? Again, I ain't gonna be cheeky. Pause. Officer Tabawan was born in 2017 in Durham. early 2018, whatever the hell it was. Officer Thabawan was born in Durham, North Carolina. But the fleshly me, the pause, the person, the body, you know, I was born in 89, right? And
who was born in 89?
So what you say, bro?
Who was born in 89?
The shell. I don't know what you want to say. I don't know how to word that, bro.
Thabawan was born in Durham.
Conversation. If I was born in 2018,
that old man is dead, man. That old man is dead. He's gone.
The dead nigga, dead guy.
Unless the dead shall rise. The dead are risen on the show now.
That's what I find that so funny, bro. Yeah, the dude is dead, but I still be using his ID to get in the club.
But and you go to the club, they be like, "You got ID?" Be like, "I don't got nothing, but this dead nigga right here, man. It look like me."
But nonetheless, when I was coming up in the 90s, there was such a divide. Like, if you were a child, I mean, even up to high school, we didn't even talk the way adults talked. Like the way my dad talked, my mother talked, and all, you know what I'm saying, the uncles. And when you would hear adults talk, it would just be like, what are you talking about? Like, what? Like, it was such a difference between how they were and their mannerisms and everything and how we were. But now, because of social media, you have a 12-year-old girl that uses the same lingo as a 50-year-old woman. You know what I'm saying? And then that same 12-year-old girl is doing the same TikTok dances that a 40-year-old woman is doing. It's like it's completely thinning the divide between ages. And I think that is what's probably making some of these Gen Zers seem older. It's not that they necessarily look older per se. Well, maybe some of them are stressed and look older. And again, like you said, Kowal, with the wigs, you know, also Iraq also mentioned the eyelashes, that crazy phenomenon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Many of those things are having an influence. But I think the most glaring difference is that the social mannerisms and social constructs that used to exist between, okay, when you're in kindergarten to third grade, you act like this. When you're in 5th, 6th, 7th, you're like this. That is completely gone. You ever hear like Kim Kardashian's like what's Kanye's daughter's name? North?
Yeah, Northwest.
You ever hear that girl talk?
Yeah.
She sounds like a grown woman.
Right.
Like she talks like an adult. There's no, when I was in school, little girls wore bobos and huge braids and like now, like you all was saying, they don't dress the same. They don't dress like that no more. They don't wear the little light up. Remember the little light up shoes?
LA Gears.
Girl, you know what I'm saying? They had little sandals that lit up when they would walk and shit. Like they don't have that no more. Shopping at the places, it's a completely different scope, and I think that's what's making it seem like people are aging faster when in fact they're not necessarily physically aging faster or anything like that. It's just the society is making it that adults and children are damn near the same thing. And I'll land my plane on that. This is how it seems to me.
No, I believe you're right. That's right to me. They're not age appropriate. Right. These little ass kids are looking grown as hell.
Right.
That's all it is. Because social media, they're all the influencers. You got so many apps. You got TikTok, to Facebook, to Instagram, to all these little minor apps that we have no clue about. They just pop up here today, flash in the pan apps. You know, all these things that these children have access to, if they're seeing what they want to be. I want to be like Michael Jordan. Hell, one time I even shaved my damn head in the summer of '95 in Ohio. I shaved my goddamn head because I wanted to be like Jordan and Onyx, and I saw Sunset Park. And I wanted the damn ball. I thought it was, I was a hooper. I said, let me shave my damn head. Right. And I was, I looked stupid, like little Bill running around the house. But at the same time, I was influenced by what I was seeing.
Little Carlitos way.
Yeah, little Carlito. Yeah. I was, your brother slap you back in the head. Everybody slap you in the back of the head once you get that skin tight fade of that bald head. So I did that because what I was seeing. So these kids are just doing what they see, especially these girls. I mean, dudes, they, you already got some gargantuan, old-looking nigga in any school you go to, any generation. But the females is really they're being really influenced by these socialites. by these baddies clubs and these basketball wives, and for the love of this and VH, they're getting influenced by what they see, and it's making them go to school. They look older, they start acting older, and they start dressing like such, but their minds are still immature. If they peel those layers back, you'll see that same little girl that's just, appropriate. But they in their mama's face, sitting around their mama, listen to their mama talk. The goddamn daddy ain't in the house. So, you all up your mama's butt while she on the phone learning T at 6 years old. You learning words and phrases you have no business learning at 6. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's crazy. Because now it's like, it's just too much going on.
Right.
So the parenting is lax because they got to work all goddamn day. They got 3 jobs.
Let's not forget that. And I actually got to head out. Obviously, y'all gonna take over, but that's a great point. Of course, I'm not gonna cut you off, my brother.
No, you too wild
about the parenting. If we're gonna complain about the children and what they're doing, Gen Z and so on, we got to blame some of these boomers and some of these millennials that birthed some of these Gen Zers. You know what I'm saying? We got to talk about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You got, some woman in her who's 34, and and she was hot in the pants when she was a child, and she got a 20-year-old daughter. You know what I'm saying? Some 19-year-old daughter. And guess what? She still want to be a young woman. She want to twerk around her kids.
Yeah.
She want to do TikTok dances. And that's another major element that a lot of people don't want to talk about. And that's the name of this episode. The Water. Shout out to Officer Yaramak, who thought of that name. The terrible parenting. And I'll leave on that. The parenting these days is absolute dirt nuggets. It's in the trash. It is a throwaway. You can throw it away. And this topic is funny because a lot of these women too, they'll say things like that. Well, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of older women will try to be like, these young girls ain't, they aging fast.
Yeah.
And you know what? Not that there may not be some truth to it, but sometimes people will say something that has a little bit of truth because really they're a little bitter.
That's all it is. They hate
you.
Really,
they want to be like, men ain't looking at me the same because I'm getting a little bit up in age. So let me start talking down on these young girls so people don't look at them as much. We looking better than young girls.
Right.
That's what's happening.
I'm going to throw the wrench, man.
Hey, do your thing, bro. I got to head out. But, bro,
you got it. He going to leave. Look, he going to leave.
Crazy. I'm going to be listening on my way to where I got to go, bro.
Hey, look, now you can tune in on your phone.
Well, while I'm driving, I don't know.
I did it. You can do it.
All right. If you do it, then that's what I got to do. I'll be back.
Yeah. All right, no sweat.
All right, shalom.
Hey, so like, I know he had cut you off. Was it something else that you were still saying?
No, that was it, man. Usually when a woman's leading a conversation like that, usually she went to the mall and seen some girls that was cuter than her. And now she want to say, it don't make no sense. These girls looking like that. Yeah, they just dressing grown. They don't look older. They're just dressing inappropriately. That's why these women need to fix that and start being what the Bible says. Be virtuous women. Be that aged woman and show these young girls how to dress then. Fix it. We can fix our own goddamn problem. They won't look as old. But in every group you get some child that looks older than what they are. That's just how it is. Ain't no generational thing where they looking mad. I ain't see no cats. My son looked age appropriate. My daughter looked age appropriate when she was in school. Yes, the wigs and extensions and makeup make them look a little older, but they're not, genetically looking older. It's what they have on. It's the layers. That's all it is, in my opinion.
It's high Christ. So like I'm gonna throw in the monkey wrench, right? And at this point, I'm gonna speak for Officer Rock. Of course, shout out Officer Rock. He gave this story. He wanted to speak on it, but I think he's coming from a little bit of a different perspective, right? So I'm gonna try to speak as much on that perspective as I can. I am not Iraq, but I'm gonna try to speak on his perspective to the best of my ability. But I think that when it comes to this topic, as far as these girls, right, and even the brothers who growing up now in this newer generation, this newer generation, I think that the problem is that a lot of the children are trying to become older, right, physically and appearance wise, but then at the same time they're not doing the things that the older generation was doing. For example, right, you have women who they're wanting to put on the wigs, they're wanting to put on the makeup, they're wanting to look like they're a 30-year-old woman, yet they're they're not focusing on the studying. They're not focusing on the school. They're not focused on getting a job. Like the contradiction is this: when you have a 18-year-old woman who's in high school, who has full-fledged makeup on, has a BBL, you understand, tattoos, wig on, eyeliner, contacts in. She done made herself look like she's something. But yet imagine that same girl gets pregnant. And now when she gets pregnant, she is really just 80% sure that she's going to have an abortion.
Right.
It's like now we're having children. They want to look old. They want to look like they grown women. They want to look like they grown men, but they don't want the responsibility and the work of actually what grown people are actually doing. I'm gonna share my screen here too, as far as to our Rock's point, as far as if it's actually aging you. Now, this is just what I found, right? So this is an article from Kalos, which is a makeup and design expert, makeup design, makeup, non-surgical treatments. It says, here's how makeup affects your skin, right? It says, research shows that makeup products may impact your skin's health in numerous ways, but that does not mean you need to avoid the makeup counter to help you feel more confident about your beauty routine. Here's the side effects of what makeup, blah, 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 blah. Here are the negative effects of makeup. How makeup affects your skin depends on the type of makeup you use, how often you wear it, how long it stays on your skin, and your skin sensitivity. Most cosmetic products contain harsh ingredients that can compromise your natural protective barrier, allowing pathogens to enter your skin. And regular makeup wear, especially without proper cleansing, may result in the side effects that impact your skin's overall health. Now they have a lot of subtopics, right? Clogged pores. Your pores are something that should not be clogged. And of course, your pores are the tiny openings in your skin that are around hair follicles and sweat glands that allow your skin to breathe and to help move liquids and gases through your skin surface. Oily and dry skin. Breakouts. So you may break out due to your diet, lifestyle, or hormonal imbalances, but makeup can worsen existing breakouts and trigger more frequent breakouts. So a lot of us, we may be in middle school or high school, and we're thinking that because we're going through hormonal development, right? We're thinking that we need to put on makeup. Why? Because I'm 16 years old and I want to look like I'm Beyonce, without rationalizing that Beyonce is 40-something years old, without rationalizing that Rihanna is a grown woman. But because of internet, like Kawal, you said, internet is plaguing our children.
Right.
Who are we seeing? We're seeing Rihanna. We're seeing Beyonce. And that's who we want to be. And so to look like them, we have to get makeup. We have to go to the mall and steal makeup and still, I don't even know what the hell they get makeup from. What's that store? What's the name of that store? I think it's called, it's not called Audi. That makeup store. I forget the name of the makeup store. But they go there, they still
Ulta. You talking about Ulta?
Ulta, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Right? They go to Ulta, they still make up, right? Because they want to look like Rihanna. However, the makeup that they may be putting on their skin is actually causing the breakouts. And now here's to Iraq's point: premature aging. When worn for long periods of time, right? Makeup clogs your pores, therefore limits collagens and estrogen production in your skin, leading to lines and wrinkles. This on top of exposure to the sun damaging rays, which causes 90% of visible skin aging.
Right.
So in addition to washing off your makeup by the end of the day, wear sunscreen, and they'll give you a list of things that you should do to stop this from happening. However, a lot of the sisters, a lot of the children are not following these procedures. A lot of the children are putting on this makeup in hopes of looking like an adult, and they're not taking care of themselves, which is making them have these products. You understand? I mean, these problems that they're having with their skin, and it's also making them have problems with their hair. If you look at the hair of a lot of our sisters, and which, like I said, even though I'm speaking for, I guess, Iraq at this point, I have to agree with Cap and Officer Kawal. that a lot of these problems come from, for one, the internet, and then for two, parents who do not know how to raise children. You did not teach your children that their natural hair was beautiful. You didn't teach them how to speak, how to talk, how to dress. You allowed them to do what they wanted to do. Why? Because your dumb ass wanted to be Beyonce too.
Right.
You dumb.
Right.
That's the game's on you. You fool. You wanted to Beyonce when you wanted to be Beyonce when you were 16, and now you're mad at your daughter because she wants to be you. She wants to be just like you.
And that's a fact, y'all. Because I remember when Aaliyah was out, Aaliyah used to wear her hair over one of her eyes. Every chick in my school was doing that shit. Every one of them was doing that.
And guess what? When them chicks grow up and they have children and they get on the screen and they say, "Oh, look at Beyonce. Look at her makeup, girl. Look at how good she looks. Ooh, look at that BBL she got. Ooh, her butt is so fat." Well, when your 13-year-old daughter is hearing you talk this way, what do you think your 13-year-old daughter is going to do? She's going to imitate her mother. She's going to go and she's going to try to save up her money to get a BBL, to use this makeup and damage her skin, to use these wigs and to use these lace fronts, which damages her natural hair, instead of our mothers going backwards in time. So this is where I think the monkey wrench comes back into. I think at some point we need to go backwards. I think at some point women today who are raising these daughters, they need to start raising these daughters, and they need to be a little bit more harsh on the children that we're raising.
Right.
At some point we've gotten a little less harsh. You understand? Like I can tell you right now, even for my wives, right? Even for my ribs, if they speak a certain type of way, it's a little, they gonna see a little look from me. You understand? They start sounding a little bit too much like Bad Girls Club, a little too much like City Girls, even though in their mind they may be having fun. And again, my ribs are not my children, they're my wives. But yet, I think at some point we have to be responsible enough to, if we want to rewind the clock and get our brothers and our sisters, including our children, to go back to how we were, being more natural, using less of this makeup, being less of City Girls, then we have to start with the parents. The parents have to look at daughters, and when daughters say, what's that song, man? What's the song that I sing? And I might just have to pull up the video. I think it's about Sexy. I think it was a Sexy Red song. Cap or Kawal, do y'all remember that song? It's a song. Hold on. Cap Officer I Rocks a Sexy Red, Cardi B. But it's a song that Sexy Red made, and all the little girls are singing it.
Oh, Shake That with Drake.
That's one of them, right? I think she made a couple of them. But Shake That with Drake, Shake That with Me. You women out there, if you got daughters, for one, you yourself cannot enjoy that song, man. That's the problem. That's the problem, and I think that's the harsh reality that we have to understand. If you
you talking about Pound Town.
Pound Town, that's the one. Pound Town, going Pound Town, taking it down to Pound Town. I don't like that song. Boy. I can't listen to it. I can't get with it. But sisters, especially, you have to be mindful about what are you appropriating in front of your children. Because I guarantee you right now, if you play Pound Town in front of a 4-year-old, in front of a 5 and a 6-year-old, and you vibing with it, you liking the song, you playing it, they're gonna come to you one day while you cooking eggs and grits for breakfast, and they're gonna say, Pound Town, going Pound Town, Pound Town, Pound Town, whatever. They're gonna do it because they're imitating you. The problem is that, and I'm gonna end on this, that woman who hates the way that the generation is growing, she has to hate the way that her generation is raising those children.
Right.
She has to hate that first. You understand? You got to look at your children and you got to ask yourself, how are you raising them? What are you teaching them? What are you appropriating to them? You understand? Like, this is no different than drug dealers. Kawhi, you ever Cap? Y'all ever seen the movie Animal?
Animal, I think so. Yeah, I seen Animal.
I rock. I know you've seen it, man. The movie Animal with not what's his name? Melvin. What's Melvin's name?
Diesel. I mean, Vin Rames.
It's funny. I was about to say Vin Diesel too.
Yeah,
but Vin Rames. The movie Animal, man, and I think it was in part 2, Animal 2, where he actually got to meet his son, and he was just so upset that now I ain't seen the movie in a long time, but he was so upset of what his son had become or what his son had became, and it's like at some point we have to realize this, and General Hyman taught this the best. Your children are going to become exactly what you are. It's no doubt. It's not going to change, man. You understand? I know my mom used to always talk to me, and if she watching, she knows it. My mom be talking to me, and she be trying to, say things about my pops, and your dad do this, and I don't understand this. And sometimes I have to tell my mom, I'm like, well, I get that from him. I'm just like him. You understand? I'm gonna be just like him when he gets older. I'm gonna fix a couple things because that's what we're supposed to do. But in his all be all, I'm gonna be just like him. But guess what? My dad never appropriated selling drugs.
Right.
Never appropriated being a gang member. He never appropriated being a LGBTQ. He never appropriated those things. So if I was to get it from somebody, it had to come from an outside influence in which I followed into my father's footsteps. But I think parents, we got to start doing a better job of micromanaging these children. We got to.
That's right.
And otherwise, our children are going to fall victim to Sexy Red. If you're not raising your children, Sexy Red is.
Yep.
Nicki Minaj is raising them. Cardi B is raising your kids, man. And that's the problem. Who is raising your kids? Is it you or is it Cardi B? I tell you what, my children ain't listening to Cardi B. I'll tell you that right now. I go home, you know what I play? I'll be playing. You might laugh at me, Kawhi. I'll be playing the old Disney songs. I'll be playing. Like Pocahontas. Can you sing with the wind?
Soundtrack.
Yeah, man. I'll be playing all of that. They gonna walk around singing that. Man, like my kids in the house, my rib want to play Sexy Red or something like that. Turn that off. Turn that nonsense off. They don't need to be seeing and hearing about some Pound Town. That is disgusting. Right. You, my wife, you not even fucking being a city girl. What the hell are you listening to it for? You right. But we have to be that. They love to say we in a cult and we extremists. You got to be that extreme with raising your kids, especially we living in the age of social media. That's it. Man. You got to be that extreme. Otherwise, you're going to have some Pound Town kids and you're going to be sitting here complaining about children aging faster and all of that, man. But I rock, man. If you want to call in, you can call in and say what you got to say. You understand? You can call into the show. I can see the link if you want to say something. We started late. We'll probably go a little bit longer for the show tonight. Maybe get one, if not two more stories. But if you want to call in, you can call in. Or we got Thabuan back. Most High in Christ. Because I do not want to lead this show alone. Go ahead, Thabuan. You got it.
What?
I hate being the person. I hate being the person that got to run the show because I don't know what to say. I just resort to talking too much. So
it's all good. That's crazy. So what? But hold on, I missed your take. You said that you had a monkey wrench. I missed it.
Yeah, my take was just what Iraq was saying was that basically that first of all, the makeup definitely ages women's skin faster if they misuse it, if they use so much, and that parents have to be better parents and micromanage the children, and them parents themselves, and you can hurt your children by appropriating something. You understand that is harmful to your children. Meaning, if you listen to Pound Town and your daughters is right there with you, they gonna go to school singing Pound Town. That's how it happens.
Right.
You understand? There's no other way around it. So you have to be adult enough to not. It's just like smoking cigarettes. If you don't smoke cigarettes in front of your kids, then you shouldn't listen to Pound Town in front of your kids. Period.
Right.
Do it. Otherwise, they're gonna do what you do. You understand? So that's pretty much my take.
No, that makes sense.
I was speaking for Officer Al Rock. I wasn't giving my take. I'll yield my take for now, but I was kind of trying to speak for Al Rock unless he wanted to call in.
Yeah, I mean, you should see if you want to call in, but I think there's a few ways you can look at that, to be honest. Because even say like, okay, with the smoking cigarettes, right? That's disgusting. We know that, but parents have always smoked cigarettes.
Right.
In fact, they probably smoked more cigarettes back then. You know what I'm saying? When I was a little kid, I was seen as something like adults did.
Right. Grown folk.
Grown folks smoke cigarettes.
Eyes burning like a mug in the house.
Exactly. The only thing that kids would do is, you know what I mean? If you did want to like try to, because it's natural for a child to almost try to emulate things adults do, but you would have to do it in secret. You're right, Yaramat, because you couldn't. I couldn't pull up with a, you know what I'm saying, with a joint in front of my mother and just start smoking it when I was 12 or something like that, or in high school. You know what I mean? Like it would be something you kind of did on the side, like, oh snap, like yo, you know what I mean? I got this joint, yo, let's smoke this joint. Like it was something like that. It goes back to what I was saying before, because the parents, even then, even in their sin with the cigarettes and all, they were so focused on being parents, they were adamant that, listen, don't even try to attempt to do what I do. You not me. You know what I mean? Like stay in a child's place. But that idea of a child's place is almost non-existent now. You feel what I'm saying? So like,
but why?
I agree with you.
But why is that non-existent? Is it non-existent because of the children, or is it non-existent because of the parent?
I think both.
But
I think go ahead.
How can you claim? And I don't really feel like what I'm saying, right? I'm only about to start with you because of this show, but I'm about to start with you.
Let's go.
And whoever else wants smoke, right? But I ain't even yelling no more. I'm random nigga number 3. But who is the blame? Is it the parent? You say it's both. How is it both if the child is only emulating what they're seeing?
That's my point. I'm saying that it's both, but I agree that the blame, if you're saying blame, that's more on the parent. Because the child is going to do what a child does regardless. A child is always going to try to emulate adults. They're always going to try to, adults are doing this. I mean, that was me when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? I was, 9, 10, 11 years old. I didn't know anything about sex, but I knew that adults told me it was for adults. So I wanted to know about it. I wanted to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Damn, they wanted to do it because I'm like, what are they hiding from me? I want to know about this thing. So that's a child naturally going to do that. But I agree. The problem is now the parents are not. What's the good way to put it?
Now you losing.
Soft, bro.
I'm saying. So who is to blame?
But I'm not losing because I'm agreeing with you. All I'm saying is that it's two sides. But yes, you are right. The parents have the blame for sure. I'm never going to put blame on the younger person ever.
But if you have to blame, if you have to say one aspect is the problem, is it the children or is it the parents?
Parents.
It's the parents.
Okay, that's it. Parents are to blame because children are going to do what they're raised to do. And the thing is that even though we look at our children sometime and we say our children are so out of whack, a lot of the times we try to separate, we try to say like, oh, I didn't raise you to do this, or I didn't raise you to do that, which is why accountability is very freaking important. You have to understand that a lot of times you are the reason why they're like that. Because if you ever let your child go out with makeup on, caked up on her face, and you didn't smack fire to her mouth, you're the reason why she's pregnant at 16. You are. If you ever allowed your child to say, girl, bitch, what the hell he talking about in front of you, and you didn't check the piss out of her, you the reason why she's 16 and pregnant. You are the reason. When you have to micromanage when they turn 3 years old, you have to manage your children. When they FaceTime you or when they come out the shower, and at 3 years old, if they come out and they're naked, you have to do what? You have to say, stop. Oh no, girl, put on some clothes. Put on some clothes. Put on some clothes. At 3 years old, at 4 years old, at 5 years old, you have to, no, girl, put on some clothes. Put on some clothes. You have to teach them that being naked is not right. So otherwise, if you don't teach them that, they'll think that being naked is normal. Which is why you got some 7-year-olds who will walk around the house butt naked, and they think that is absolutely normal because you did not teach them. You have to micromanage your children. Otherwise, they're going to grow up exactly what you allow them to grow up. And we understand that we understand that with everything except when it comes to our clip. We understand it with the the tree, number one, Mr. Miyagi and Karate Kid, the bonsai tree.
Yeah.
We understand it with the bonsai tree. If you don't clip the ends of that tree and tie it up, it'll grow wild. But if you want to go a certain way, then you have to tie it up. You have to clip the edges. You have to clip the branches so that it can grow in the way that you want it to grow. But that's my point. I blame the parent, and I blame myself for being a parent now. And we all need to check ourselves on how we raise these children. When I you.
Yeah, right.
Damn. Ooh-wee.
Damn,
well, Rock, you started a fire, because damn. You know what I'm saying? Now all these women gonna be calling up mad at us. All these people gonna be saying, Yarmak said I'm a terrible parent. I've done right by my children. This is ridiculous. Like, that's what we're gonna have to deal with now. Huh?
No, you didn't.
They gonna bro, they're gonna be like Precious's mom. They're gonna be, remember, Precious' mom said she loved Precious. She said that shit. I couldn't believe it. With a straight face. Precious's mom in that movie Precious, which is, by the way, very terrible, and I don't suggest anybody go see it or watch it, but it scarred me. But in the movie Precious, her mother was a social worker. I love Precious, and I was flabbergasted. But what y'all saying is true, and I want a lot of sisters to understand. You think you love your daughter. You think you love your son. But you absolutely hate them and everything about them. And really, did I get cut off? Uh-oh, I know this internet. I'm on the road.
No, you
This joint is bugging out. No sweat. I don't know if y'all can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you. I can hear you. We can hear you.
Lock you. Yeah, nonetheless, if y'all can still hear me, really, a lot of people, not gonna say sisters, but a lot of people, really you in your spirit, you want your children to be unalived. Because your life would have been so much better if you had gotten that abortion. Your life would be so much better if you did not have to worry about caring for this child. And part of caring for this child is putting them in a position to succeed, you know what I'm saying, by teaching them things that might be awkward sometimes. It might be uncomfortable to have to do what Yarmak said and teach them not to be naked, you know what I'm saying, not to shame themselves, and so on. It's much easier to be your child's friend. It's very easy, you know. So yeah, if you're willing to do, if because you're such a PUSSY that you'll be your child's friend because you don't want to do the difficult work of being seen as a tyrant or the bad guy, then you hate your children, and that's just what it is.
And if I could, at some point, you gotta unalive yourself, man. Like, you having children, you want, like, if you are a type of person.
You went out. I can't hear you.
Okay.
Hey, Salaki, you're muted.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
At some point for your children, you have to unalive yourself. If you're the type of person who wants to build yourself up, you want to get rich, you want to get knowledge, and you want to have freedom to do whatever it is that you want to have freedom, then you should not have sex. You should not do those type of things that's going to bring children to this world. But when you bring children to this world, at some point, your life can't matter anymore as it pertains to raising your children. You understand? Like, you have to start thinking about you have to be completely radical when it comes to raising your children. And the reason why we're not so radical is because we don't understand life. That's why I say the water to Commanding General Yohana every single day I get the chance. Every time I think about it, man.
That's right.
That Commanding General Yohana has taught me the mysteries of life. Do you understand that the only way you coming back into this earth is through your children? Do you understand that's how you coming back? So if you want to come back through your bloodline, through your children, you have to raise your children the right way. You got to teach them the right way. You got to teach them who to love, who to hate, who to sleep with, who not to sleep with, how to dress, what to eat, what not to eat, who to serve and who not to serve. If you're not teaching your children these things, then they're going to grow up and you're going to come back to a family full of pedophiles.
You're going to come back as a crackhead.
You're going to be a crackhead. I ain't even know how to say the word.
You're going to come back, or you're going to come back as an abuser of narcotics. You know what I mean? What you're saying is heavy, Yarma, because imagine if more people knew that, you know what I'm saying, reincarnation was real, and that however you come back is going to be determined on how you raise your kids. So if you raise a bunch of nasty, stripping, sexy reds and Cardi B's, you might come back as a baby that's born with AIDS.
That's right. That's right. And how does America want you to come back? America wants you to come back as a loving, LGBTQ plus member, Christmas celebrating, Halloween serving, Thanksgiving eating Christian, which is why when your baby is 1 year old, Thanksgiving is in his face. When your baby is 2 years old, Christmas is at his table. When he's 3 years old, Halloween is at his doorstep. Which is why if you got a baby who 1 year old, they should be at the Lord's 55th Passover, man. They should be at the rim. They should be at the high holy days and the feast days, man. They should be in class because that's what you raising your children to be. And if you're not raising your children, somebody is. Somebody gonna tell your children to put on makeup. I tell you what, bring your daughters to the Israelite school of UPK. They gonna see a bunch of men who is in love over women. I'm talking about damn near lusting over a woman who ain't got a cake face, who ain't got it. We lusting over women because she do this. Shalom, Yahweh Shema Hashem Yahweh Shai. We look at that and we say, God damn how she did that. Put that head wrap on. God damn how she God damn how she behaved. And your daughters will see that. And you know what they'll learn? They'll learn that they're beautiful, not because of their genetics, not because of how big their breasts are, or how big their behind is, or how cute their face is. They'll learn that what makes them beautiful is how they behave themselves, how they carry themselves, what God they serve. They'll learn that if you serve Allah with that goddamn piece of shit on your head and that mask shit, you are ugly. You ugly. You nasty looking. Serving that Allah. You nasty looking with that big hat on in the Christian church. You nasty looking serving that Buddhist monk, serving that African God. That's nasty. They'll learn that being beautiful means that they righteous, man. And they serve the God of one way. And that's what makes a woman beautiful, man. That's what makes a child obedient. That's what makes a father a good father, a mother a good mother, man. Not all of this other nonsense. Not no goddamn makeup. Put makeup on for what? To hide what? To hide the fact that you a loudmouth bitch. To hide the fact that you don't know how to cook for your husband. To hide the fact that you don't know how to love your man. That's why they do this, man. The same thing with brothers. You brothers, you go out here and you focus so much on getting diamonds, so much on getting drugs and jewelry and being a kingpin. Why? So that you can appease the women that don't know how to appease to you. That's it. That's the circle of destruction that you live in. You go out here and become the biggest drug dealer, the worst man on earth, so that you can get women who don't know how to be a wife to you. And then you lose her and you throw her away, and then she gets even more destroyed. And then it's a circle of chaos that we living in, man. When a man should learn how to be a husband, a man should learn how to be a brother. Likewise, a woman should learn how to be a wife, and how to be a woman, and how to be a sister, man. And then all of these things that we're dealing with, they will cease to exist. They won't even exist no more, man. You understand? But we so caught up in the looks of things. We want to act grown. We want to look like we grown. We want to look like we got certain things instead of actually having it. Dabo, I don't know if you can still hear me, man, but I said this a while ago. We need to be in love with the guns and the butter of the thing, man. That's what we need. That's a baby boy reference, man. The substance of life is what we need to be concerned with, not how we look. You understand? We love the jewelry, we love the finances, we love the pretty things, but we're not in love with the guns and butter. We got some comments from Outside Rock. He said, if you don't teach them, the world will teach them. Absolutely correct. The Proverbs 31 woman. Of course, a lot of sisters, man, if you don't understand, if you need some help on being a righteous woman or a better woman than what you are right now, you can go read the book of Proverbs chapter 31, and it'll tell you about the type of woman who is worthy to be a wife or to serve a man of the Lord. But this woman, she sacrifices a lot. She gives a lot. You understand? So before you go and read that scripture, just understand that it's going to, it's a lot that she sacrificed to be that woman. And then also, I Sexy Red denounced this message. Megan is flagging the show. Oh, what you mean? That's interesting. What you mean that she denounces this? She denounces what this is her message or what we're saying? I don't quite understand what you mean by that.
Hey, Salakia.
Kind of what kind? I can hear you, Cap.
Hey, can you? All right. Hey, hey, that's heavy what you breaking out. I'm just listening. And then when you look at our women, they so destroyed, and from the time they 13, they be putting on makeup, putting on wigs, trying to look older, and then by the time they 30, they trying to look younger.
Right.
That's a terrible cycle of life. That's awful, man.
It's the circle of chaos, and that's what we do, man. Like, and it's almost and it's somewhat stemmed from the oppressor. Well, it's always stemmed from the oppressor because we don't even have a life expectancy anymore. So it's almost as if we got to live quickly instead of having longevity of life. And so to live quickly, we got to go out there and we got to sell drugs. We can't waste time going to college. Like going to college and spending, like when we hear about doctors spending 8 years in college, we look at that like at 18 years old, like, oh, 8 years in college. That's a long time. Like, I don't know, that's too much time. There's we got now. But then 10 years go past, and now we're 30, and we still look at 8 years being a doctor as if it's wrong. But now you're 30 and what? Now we're 30, we ain't done nothing with our life.
That's right.
That's crazy, man. And the thing is for those listening, the only reason that I'm able to think, like a lot of people thought I try to get on me earlier, but a lot of people will consider me a younger dude, a young cat, brother, not in his 30s yet. But the only way that I'm able to even rationalize how I do, or think how I think, or process information the way I process it is because of Commander General Yohana and the ISUPK. That's it. Right. And because of the Lord Christ, man. There is no other way that a man like me or a son like me would be able to think the way that I think if it wasn't for the Most High.
That's it.
And that's
and Salakia, that's the Holy Spirit. Because of the Holy Spirit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And learning the knowledge of our Constitution. which is the Bible.
That's right.
Learning that's what gives you that wisdom. That's why you can speak like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why you look like, I'm like, damn, man, you know, this brother's, you know what I'm saying? I like hearing you speak because the Lord blessed you with that knowledge and that wisdom. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you have when you come into it. And that's what you have when the Lord give you good leadership.
That's right.
You know, and that's what you have in ISUPK under Command Junior Honor. Yeah, I mean, that's righteous leadership. Did you have that wisdom and how to live, how to for your brothers and your sisters, how to live? You know what I'm saying? What does the Lord expect out of you? What can you do to please the Most High? You know, not from you just getting everything and you begging, going like the Christian church, begging and praying for everything. Now, what you going to do to please the Most High? You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's a beautiful thing to see all this. Go ahead, brother.
That's a heavy point, and I usually say this a lot, that like Christianity has taught us, like we focus so much on what Christ died for and what Christ could do for us, that we want Christ to be a savior for us, but we'll never think of ourselves as being a savior to him. We'll never think that. Like, I mean, for those listening, do you not understand? Like, I want you, so this is a little off topic, but if I could,
go ahead, no sweat.
I want Christians to understand this, right? You love Jesus Christ so much, right? And you consider him to be a savior for you, a savior for your body, a savior for your soul, so much, man. But in all of your love that you have for Jesus Christ, you never think that maybe I should save him. Maybe I should save Christ from the Romans. Nothing ever angers you and say, you know what? I wish I was back there, thousands of years ago. I would have warred with them Romans. I would have unalived them Romans to save Christ's life. Here's the problem. You can't have that spirit. Because if you have that spirit, then you would understand one thing, that Christ doesn't need you to war against the Romans. What he needs for you to do is to war against yourself.
That's
and
right.
That's the battle that you don't want to take.
That's right.
The battle you don't want to fight. You don't want to unalive yourself. You want Christ to unalive himself for you.
God.
That's the problem with Christianity. That's it. You want Christ to die for you, and you never die for Christ. But somehow you love him. Somehow you love Christ above all things. You even consider Christ to be God, for God's sake.
Oh, it's like they got the personal relationship. It's personal. The personal relationship.
How can I forget, Cal? You got the personal relationship with Christ, man. The personal relationship. And you don't do nothing that he says to do.
Exactly.
And that trickles down into how we raise our children. You understand?
Go on.
Because you're not willing to sacrifice for your kids the way Christ was willing to sacrifice for you. And you know what happens? Your children see that. And as your children see your lack of sacrifice, what are your children going to do? But they ain't going to sacrifice nothing either. They're not going to sacrifice nothing. I tell you what, I see what my father sacrificed. I see what Officer Rock and Captain Yagarwap, which is my father. Captain Yagarwap of 10,000 is my father. I see what General Hazayan, General Mayaki Allah, General Bahayman, and Commanding General Yohana, who are my fathers. I see what they sacrificed for me. So if Captain Yagarwap gives me an order to go do something, what you think I'm going to do? Oh, I'm going to go sacrifice that. Whatever it was. You need me at camp, I'm going to be at camp. You need me for a food drive, I'm going to be at the food drive. You need me to not put weed and smoke a blunt, I'm going to not do it. Because I see what my fathers are sacrificing for me. What are you sacrificing for your children in that Christian church? What are you giving to them? What are you showing them? What example are you leaving for them? If you were to die, if you were to be unalive tomorrow, what they going to remember for you? What, Christmas? They'll keep that tradition. That ain't nothing. Christmas ain't nothing, Cap. They're going to keep that. They're going to keep that 100 years from now. Christmas, yeah, we're going to buy gifts. Thanksgiving, cooking. We cook 365 days a year. You eat. Yeah, they ain't going to change. Thanksgiving ain't gonna change. Halloween, that ain't gonna change. What are you sacrificing for your children? Absolutely nothing. Nothing. You don't even want your children to be at the Passover. Why? Because you want to get drunk. Because you want to drink. You want to party. You can't even sacrifice having your children with you. That's the problem with our community. Tyrese Gibson, that's the issue. The issue ain't got nothing to do with our nationality. It ain't got nothing to do with our skin tone or who we are. It has everything to do with who we serve and who we do not serve. And in the Christian church, we serve our oppressor, and our oppressor don't give a damn about the raising of children, man. All they care about is the destruction of yours. That's it. You understand? And that's what this story is about. So the water officer I rock for this story. And you sisters out there, you mothers, since you got to be the mommy and the daddy, then you mothers shut the fuck up and listen then. Since you got to be the mommy and the daddy, raise your children. Raise them to be better. Mommy and daddy. Raise them to be better and protect them from the oppressor. Protect them from Christianity. Protect them from these evil things that want to make your daughters to be sexy reds and whatever the hell else, man. Megan Thee Stallions. Protect them from being that mother and father.
That's right.
And if you can't protect them, then you better come into the Israelite School of UPK and sleep with a man in here that will protect them.
That's right.
You got time for one more, or what's your time looking like?
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I got time for one more.
All right, well, we're gonna dive into one more story. I'm gonna delete this makeup one.
Go ahead, no sweat.
That one. Pope says African special case come to LGBTQ. No. Let me see here. Let me get this one right here. If you're planting food, it's proper technique but save you from injury. Yeah, that's not me. Hey, everybody that's been commenting on that video of the bench press on my Facebook, I done got about 12 comments. That was not me. That was not me lifting that weight. That was Kazako Pond, Trooper Kazako Pond. That was him. So, all the brothers trying to get advice on how to lift weights better, it was not me. I need y'all to understand that. So I got another message came talking about how to lift weights more properly. That's not me. I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing. He's learning though. So I'm gonna go and share my screen here. With the woo. We're gonna go back to Gail King. This is a woman that we've talked about in the past. Yeah. Now we're back on Gail King, man. So this is another story. Again, can you see it, Cap?
I see it.
This is another story from Atlanta Black Star, right? Title is Gail King's date asks for $4,000 to help pay his child support, sparking debate over whether people should date while broke. Ooh, wee.
Oh,
here we go.
Date what?
Here we go. and again, this was published on February the 1st, 2021, which was yesterday. So this is fresh, right? Broadcast journalist Gail King's recent appearance during a podcast interview has caused an uproar on social media as many debate when it is appropriate for a man to ask his female date for thousands of dollars. The broadcast journalist revealed that she once went on a date with a man she had been seeing for a couple of months, and he asked her if he could borrow money from her to help him pay his child support bills. Right? Going down. It said, we had gone. This is a quote from Gail King. Hold on, let me make sure this ad isn't doing anything.
Man.
This is a quote from, I believe, Gail King. We had gone out maybe 2 months, and then he said he really needed to talk to me. King recalled last month during her The Pivot appearance. She told the show's hosts, Ryan Clark, Channing Crowder, and Fred Taylor. Hold on one second. Let me pause this. Quote unquote, he wanted to have a private conversation. Okay, sure. What is it? Is what she responded. She remembers saying to the man before he answered, do you think you could lend me $4,000? King says she was crushed and shocked to hear his request because he was making at least 6 figures. However, according to the Good Morning America host, when I said, could I ask what it's for? He said, yeah, it was for a child support issue and to pay a payment on some furniture. So I guess we got the video right here that we can just watch. Let's see what it was said.
It's too cold up here, man.
This is not even like cold.
This is too cold.
This is not cold.
It's freezing.
Okay.
Oh my
Please, please, no photos, please. No photos, no autographs, please, please, please.
Yes. Man.
Congratulations on your win.
Thank you. How you doing?
Mr. Channing, how is your wife? I just love the love story, honestly.
Yes.
But I love any man that really celebrates his wife, honestly.
Oh, okay. I love too.
Hello.
I do.
That's his thing. He loves love.
I love love.
I do too. And so somebody we were talking about good pickup lines. And I said, I thought it was a really good pickup line. And Nate and everybody said it was corny. I said, I can't wait to meet somebody so I can use the line. He goes, well, don't say that. That's very corny.
What's your line?
But corny works.
Yes. So what is your line?
I haven't had a chance to use it, but I would. So Nate was telling a story about his son. His son was at a place and, his son is 19. And this woman came up to him. She's older. And she said something, how old are you? And he said, I'm 19. How old are you? She said, I'm 24. And he said, oh, okay. She goes, I could change your life. I like that.
I actually
Isn't
like that.
Good?
I actually like that. And this is the thing. If you say it, it's actually true.
I could change your life. So that was one line. I said, oh, that's good. God, I wouldn't mind using that. But this is a line that I thought was good that he said was corny. So you guys tell me what you think about this. A friend of mine said, she said, I went to the doctor. The doctor said the vitamins aren't doing so good. So you meet somebody and you go, the doctor said, I need vitamin U.
Nah, that's a good
You
one.
like that one? I don't know. I think I might agree with Dave.
He said.
I don't know because this is a long video. They may be posting the whole entire clip.
Yeah.
Right. So I think we're gonna clip that for now and just continue on with what the article says, right? So I'm gonna continue on with the reading. Hold on 1 second. I think I stopped it. Let me share it back. It says the scenario sparked discussion on the X platform, which is recently known as Twitter, with many chiming in on whether or not one should date while broke or in serious debt. Many social media users online believe a man should never ever ask a woman for money. Whatever respect she had for you will be ripped for shreds. Another person thought that King should have exercised better judgment, asking why she gave a man she only knew for 2 months that much money. Most critics agree that King should not be paying someone else's child support, but some welcome the idea of her expanding her dating pool beyond her tax bracket. She quoted, when you're rich, limiting your dating pool to the 1% of people on your same level seems like an unnecessary shrinking of your options. I still ain't paid no one else's child support though, said one person. Another wrote, Gail King is 69. God am years old. Why is she even talking to a dude with kids under 18? A broke one, especially. Man. I think this might be it. Hold on. This might be it right here. Salagi. This might be the link. And then after this, we can talk about it.
God. Hey, Yerma, you saying something?
Conor Khan.
Now I'll make sure you wasn't saying nothing.
Wait, can y'all hear? Can you see the video?
I mean, I can't see it. It's just that I see it up. I'm saying, but is it? I can't hear nothing though.
It should have been playing. Okay, hold on one second. It might be.
Okay, it wasn't playing. Yeah.
Let me see. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Let me see. It didn't switch over. There we go. That might be it.
We had gone out maybe 2 months, and then he said he really needed to talk to me. Sure, what is it? Do you think you could lend me $4,000? And I'm like, oh God.
He jumped out with 4,000 out the gate. Though?
I know, it's so
he
funny.
Didn't test the water.
You know what Oprah said? God, I would have felt better if he had said $40,000.
You just went in your purse. Here you go. Here you go.
Because here's somebody who was making, 6 figures, successful. And when I said, could I ask what it's for? He said, yeah, it was for a child support issue and to pay a payment on some furniture. And this was Sunday. And he said, I promise I'll pay you back by Thursday. And he did pay me back on Thursday, but I didn't feel the same. But he did, to his credit, pay me back on Thursday. But it changed the relationship for me. It changed the relationship for me. I went on about it.
So that is Gayle, Gayle King, and that's her perspective on the man that she was dating, right, for a few months. And because he asked her for a loan of $4,000, that in its entirety completely ruined her perspective of the brother whom she was dating. And so I guess the question is not only was Gayle King wrong, but a little bit of the speculation behind the incident, which is that should men be trying to date if they're broke, which is a little bit I would say a little bit of a disingenuous question, simply because she stated herself that for one, he makes 6 figures. And then for two, he paid her back right when he said he was going to pay her back. But what is the spirit behind the issue here? You understand? Like, what's the issue here? If he asks for something, obviously she has the money, and then he paid the money back. Should they have continued just dating as if nothing happened? Or should Gayle King have stopped talking to this man based off of the request that he asked of her?
The crazy thing about it is that's some crazy stuff, because if he asked, he said that loan and he gave it back to her. So if he gave it back to her, I mean, goddamn. Your money, a lot of times you hear people say their money tied up. He didn't have it right then.
Right.
He didn't have it right then, and whatever, but it's just, we're so destroyed as a people. You know what I'm saying? It's like you get that, what I'm trying to say, you're anticipating so much about this dude, about this, and then you find out, oh, he needs some money to pay his child support. Now you can change all the way you're thinking about it. Now you don't know really. Now to change our relationship, because now you had to loan the money that he paid back. That ain't really making sense right there. He paid it back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, it's different if he just didn't give it back to you, or the date came up where he's supposed to pay it back and he didn't pay it back. Then you can be like, oh, now there's something changed, but he only paid it back. Now what I'm saying. And the thing is, Saki. And the thing is, like I said, when people always tell me something, dating. Now, I hate that word dating, because dating should be like a courting process. It should be. But a lot of times in the world, dating, they having sex. Majority of the time, dating's having, they having sex or whatever, And like you said, Mark, she's dating a dude with a daughter that young. So you're looking at her, and Gail is, what I'm saying, them rich people, man, they're real sickening in their ways, they're real sickening in their ways, and then it's like what she's talking about is that, come on, man, come on, Gail. Man, it's like ridiculous.
And that's the thing, like, I feel like, for one, isn't Gayle King the same person who during COVID was upset that she was not going to have children, she was alone? Because this is the same woman.
That's
right?
the same woman.
So this like a lot of you women out here, you have to stop with these nuances of what a man is supposed to do and what a man is supposed to be. Like you need to worry about what a woman is supposed to be, for one. Like Officer Rock said, he commented and he said that most of our fathers were broke or close to broke when we were conceived. That's how it is. So when you like she's talking about her dating pool and her dating pool, she's giving you the answers while still being a little dumb, because she cannot, if she herself is saying she can't limit her dating pool to the 1% of people that makes the money she makes, then why would you limit your dating pool at all? Why would you cut it off at all if you're going to see these problems? And here's the funny thing for me. A lot of you black women, here's my thing.
Go ahead and say it.
Black women, you talk harsh trash about black men who in your dating pool, who make around the same money as you do, who live in the ghetto with you in Oklahoma, in Durham, in New York, and you talk about them like they nothing. But yeah, here we are, Gayle King, who is a millionaire by far, and is dating someone who makes 6 figures. And look at what she's still dealing with. When are you as a black woman going to understand something? You're never going to escape yourself. You're never going to escape it. You're not going to escape having to deal with problems with a man. And then the best thing for you to do is just learn how to be a wife. A wife deals with them issues, man. A wife that a woman sees a man that she likes or wants to be with, and if she wants to be with this man, she tacks on that man's issues to her own. Likewise, a man does to a woman. You understand? Right. A man finds a woman that he wants to like it, and guess what? Whatever problems that she has, he tacks them on to his own self.
That's
and
right.
Then we go together. Period. You understand? So now, for her to go out and essentially make fun of this man is absolutely disgusting. For one, $4,000 is nothing to Gayle King. It's absolutely nothing. Which is why
it's like $4.
Yeah. Which is why they laughed and said it should have been $40,000. Right? They laughed at it because it's nothing. But for her to do that, it only creates a greater divide between our women and our men. You understand? In which we can never see eye to eye. And eye to eye is this. Gayle King, for one, if you did not want to send that money, then you should just never fucking sent it. Stop children. Let's grow the hell up. Just don't send the money then. You understand? But if you send it to help a brother, like the Bible say, and I think in Corinthians that Paul wrote, right? Paul spoke on charity, which of course we know charity is brotherhood and is love for one another. And Paul said that charity vaunteth not itself. Charity don't vaunt itself. If you do something, if I call Captain Yagara and I say, Cap, Salakia, sir, I'm late on my electricity bill. They gonna turn my lights off tomorrow. could I borrow a couple dollars? And he says, how much? And I say, well, $65, sir, Salakia. And if Captain Yagara sends the $65, Captain Yagara ain't gonna go on Facebook and say, well, you know, Captain, you know I'm a captain of 10,000 in the Israelite school at UPK. Transaction. Look, I just sent Officer Yaramak, the nigga who y'all love. I sent him $65. He's supposed to pay me back. I got brotherhood. Oh, I sent Tabawan $40 when he did it.
You know,
I got brotherhood.
God.
The Bible say that brotherhood don't vaunt itself up. It doesn't push itself up.
That's
it's
right.
not prideful, man. If you gonna help a brother or help a sister or help your man or your woman, what are you doing talking about it, man?
That's right.
What are you doing? Who in the hell cares that you did something you supposed to do? That's what we supposed to do. We supposed to help one another. How many of you have ever seen one of them lions getting eaten or almost or attacked by them hyenas? And then 10 seconds into the video, you see a pride and lions come and attack the hyenas to get them off the line. It's not. That's nature. That's how we are supposed to be with each other, man. Exactly. Brother is going through something, you're supposed to go and help that brother. But of course, without the truth, we would never understand that. We learn one thing in the truth. You a brother and you dealing with hardship, you dealing with child support, you dealing with rent, you dealing with bills. The only way to solve your problems in the truth or in period is to focus on solving another brother's problems, man. That's right. The only way. Because why? Because if you continue to focus on your own problems, you're gonna be homeless.
Right.
You're gonna be goddamn homeless. How do I know? Because you're the dumbass who needs money for your rent anyway. I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I mean that in a way that you should grow the hell up and understand that you're the one who needs rent money. So if you continue to worry about yourself, you're going to be homeless. What you should do is call Tabawan and ask him what he needs. Ask him what he needs for his son. He may need somebody to train his son in basketball. And guess what? You may have the skills. But guess what Tabawan may have? He may have that $65 that you need for rent.
Right.
That's right. About your problems and you worry about his. And
that's right.
But a lot of you're a bunch of selfish bastards, man.
That's right.
You think about yourself, you live by yourself, you help yourself, and then you die alone. That can never happen in the Israelite school of UPK. That's right. That's why Commander Junayana is who he is, man. That's why he is who he is. And your fake Israelite group, they end every single day. Every single grade, day, another fake Israelite group dies. Why? Because they can't understand that concept. If they did, then go to your leader, that fake Israelite group, and ask them why they didn't go to Commander Junayana to figure out the problem.
That's it.
They don't want to do it, man.
Right.
They want to be like Gail King. They want to say, well, you know, back in One West, they was doing this, that, and the third, so I went and did my own thing, just like Gail King. She went and did her own thing instead of fixing the problem. Instead of asking him, why did he need the money? What was wrong with his business? What was wrong with his finances? How could she help him? How could she be a wife to a man that she clearly loved? Otherwise, I don't know why the hell she gave $4,000. If she didn't love him, then Gail King, send me $4,000 too. Since you sent it.
Yeah.
Of course, she's gonna say that she has some kind of feelings for that man, but she don't know what feelings are, man, and she don't know how to operate them, man.
Yeah,
but that's it, man. That's the truth. And that's what we gotta understand. Cap, you got something or what? I think
man, you said it right there. You know, you covered it because I mean it's just ridiculous that she would even bring that, you know, in public. That shouldn't even be public about the money she loaned to the dude, and he gave it back.
Are we talking about Gail King?
We talking about Gail King,
brother. Oh man, this is a good one. This is a good one, bro. Hey, look, did y'all see the video?
Yeah, we just watched it. You want to play
No, you good. I seen it. So you seen when the part when she says she loves black men?
I missed it.
Oh, wait a minute. I missed that.
You got a brother. That's the best part of the video.
She said she loved black men.
I missed it. Hold on, Salaki. I missed that part.
Brother.
Let me know if this is the right video. I know last time it wasn't playing, so yeah.
Hold
this
up.
Is what happened.
Hold up.
Happened, so take
It might be because she was on that podcast with Ryan Clark.
Yeah. This one right here, right?
And then he said he really didn't talk to me. Sure, what is it?
That's a clip from it, yeah.
$4,000. I'm like, oh God.
He jumped out with 4,000 out the gate.
I know. It's so
he didn't
funny.
test the water.
You know what Oprah said? Oprah said, God, I would have felt better if he had said $40,000.
You just went in your purse. Here you go. Here you go.
Because here's somebody who was making, 6 figures, successful. And when I said, could I ask what it's for? He said, yeah, it was for a child support issue and to pay a payment on some furniture. And this was Sunday. And he said, I promise I'll pay you back by Thursday. And he did pay me back on Thursday, but I didn't feel the same. But he did, to his credit, pay me back on Thursday. But it just changed the relationship for me. It changed the relationship for me. I went on about it. We had gone out maybe 2 months, and then he said
No sweat. There's a part in that clip, bro. I don't know if I can find it. If not, then no sweat. Hold up.
I always gotta throw this in there. I always gotta throw this in there one time.
Yo, that's the funniest shit in the world, bro. That's the funniest joint in the world. That face. It's like he's saying it without saying it.
Yeah, man. If you ever seen the movie, then you understand exactly. I had to throw that in there, man. But there's a lot of
you're right, bro.
Just
but no sweat. I can't find it at the moment. That particular clip. There's a part in that long, podcast or whatever. But there's a part in there where she says, she's like, oh, I'm attracted to black men. She said, I love the way black men I'm paraphrasing. She's like, I love the way black men curse. She's like, I love the way they walk. I love all this stuff, right? She said that, bro. And I was like, really now? Because most of the niggas that I know that curse and that talk like that, guess what? They might need $4,000 to get some help with the goddamn child support. Like the kind of brothers she was describing were the kind of brothers who are on child support, who have some financial issues at times. But she was talking about a brother who has a business, has money. But she said she felt different, even though he paid her back. In other words, this is my thing, and I'm gonna say this and just keep it simple and keep it funky. In other words, if you are a black man, there's like a laundry list of 1,000 things you cannot do for you to be attractive to women. You can't cry, but you got to be emotionally available. You got to have money, but you can't flaunt your money and be afraid of a woman that makes more money than you. It's just, as a black man, you got to somehow be everything and some weird middle ground that no one else has to be. Meanwhile, an oppressor, black women will swoon over some oppressor for nothing. I just saw a sister say that too. Look at Serena Williams. Does anybody know the name of her husband?
Devil.
Can her husband, does he score a lot of touchdowns?
Devil.
Does her husband, did he has he thrown a certain amount of receptions in a season? Let me ask you a question. Does her oppressor, do you think that most black women are attracted to men like him? No. Black women romanticize devils, but then a black man,
There's an element where you got too much money, but you're also too broke. There's an element where I need you to be emotional, but you're too emotional. With a black man, you're never gonna fit that criteria. You're always going to be scrutinized no matter what you do, no matter where you go. Somehow you are not good enough. And this is not me complaining as a black man. I got a rib. I'm good. All right. Just saying. Me and my brothers in the ISUPK, we got 1, 2, 3. We got plenty of women. So this is not sour grapes.
And prospects.
Yeah, and plenty of prospects too. Don't think all you sisters out there that got a husband that got a bunch of wives, don't get comfortable. Don't think, all right, well, he got his 5th wife. All right, I can rest now. No, you can't.
Everything is 7. 7. Okay, that's the scripture. That's Matthew. That's it. 7 women are clean to 1 man. That's it.
No, you cannot rest. That brother is on the prowl always. You know what I mean? But it's definitely a thing in the world. Of course, we're talking about women in the world. We're not talking about women in the ISUPK because they're different. But women in the world, like Gayle King, you have this. You don't know what you want, and I want you to. I'm gonna say this very clear. I'm gonna land my plane, Salakia. You have to understand something that Commander General Yohana, General Mahaim, all the generals, Captain Ayathak, all the captains, Captain Yagarab taught me as I was coming up. How I say this nicely, Yarmak. You are a stupid idiot and a fool, and you don't know anything. And everything you think that you know is dumb. And everything that you think is good for you is terrible for you. And you should never make the decisions on who you marry. You should never decide anything like that. Why? It's too serious. It's too heavy of a burden. Let a father who actually knows, let him make the decision. Because if you make the decision, you're going to miss out on a man that you truly love over something dumb like this. This is one of the stupidest things I've ever heard in my life. $4,000 that you gave him, and he gave back.
Yeah, he gave back the same week.
I'm done. You got it.
That's what I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to understand where in the hell do black women, like for a woman like her, what is it like? You would think that you don't even need to have a man who has money. You would think that at a black woman who has that much money, has that much protection, you would be able to find a man who gives you the best ride.
I was gonna say that, bro.
Who is the funniest, who likes old school R&B just like you, and you can just pay his bills and take care of him for the rest of your life. That's what you would think. But for women, it's more than that. It's not even about the things that you can offer her. It's about the status. It's about her emotions. She doesn't want to be at the hip hop awards or the BET awards or the dinner, the banquets. Why? Or with a broke man. Why? The same way that some Hispanics can't imagine packing themselves 20 deep in a Honda Accord and having family values. The same way some Hispanics could never imagine packing themselves 30 people deep inside of a 1-bedroom apartment and having family values. It's the same reason. Because she does not love that man. What she loves is the perspective of how her oppressor views her with that man. So that man has to fit that perspective. That man, which is why her dumbass said that he makes 6 figures. What reason do you think she said that man makes 6 figures? Can anybody answer that? Why do you think she said it? What like we're talking about a person who's asking for $4,000 and she said he paid it back. What was the point of her saying that he makes 6 figures? if anybody in the comments can answer that. I wonder if you know. If you don't know, here's the answer. It's because her oppressor would look down on her if she was dating a man who worked at McDonald's. Her oppressor would look down on her. Her oppressor would look down on her if she was dating a man who made 3 figures, 4 figures, 5, which is why she had to make it known, like, yeah, this man asked me for $4,000. And guess what? Guess what, though? He was making 6 figures. So don't look down on me.
Right.
He was making 6 figures, though, but he still needed $4,000. She had to say that, man. As a woman, when you picking a man, choose a man that has everything you want in a man.
Right.
That way, if he loses everything he has, you still have everything you ever wanted.
That's
if
right.
You don't understand with your dumb ass. The way he smells, the way he talks, the way he curses, the way he laughs, the music he loves, the way he works out, the way he likes to watch old school movies or doesn't, the way whatever it is about him, that if you took him and put him in the wilderness, he would be the same man. If you love that version of that man, then at that point, it doesn't matter if he makes 6 figures. It doesn't matter if he makes 6 figures, $1 million, or $100,000 or $10,000. It doesn't matter if he's getting broke. You got to pay $4,000 in child support. Because guess what? As you paying for that $4,000 of child support, when you go home and your face is down inside of a pillow, there's a smile that's left in that imprint.
That's right.
There's a smile in that imprint of that pillow and that bamboo pillow. She's smiling back there after she spent $4,000 on that man while she tooted up in the air. Salakia. While she got it up in the air, she down in that pillow, whether it's a $4,000 pillow or it's a pillow from goddamn Dollar General. She worth $1 million. Her face is smiling, and there's going to be an imprint of 32 white-ass teeth when she gets up from off of it because she loves the man that she's with. She loves the man that's behind her. You understand? But of course,
right.
that's a lost art. That's a lost art, man. Go
Right.
ahead, Kat. You about to say something, Kat? What you got?
It might be, it just might be some hope for Gail.
Might be.
Yeah, it might be. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying. Through that, she's talking about she's talking she love black men. She love the way they talk and curse and everything. You know what I'm saying? She's been a coon for so long and just real silly. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, Oprah is her best friend. So, come on. She's been trained and taught how to hate black people and black men. You know what I'm saying? So maybe there's hope for her. So she want to come and deal with her black people. And deal with them all. And she'd take a man with all his problems, all his child support, all the things that a nigga go through. Just maybe. Just maybe, you know what I'm saying? Because people like that, they've been like kissing white man's butt for so long, and just trying to solidify themselves of what's good. That's what she said, the 6 figures, you know what I'm saying? Because she know the oppressor's watching. All her oppressor friends are watching. He makes 6 figures, So her pride wouldn't let her say, well, the brother works at UPS or something, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Go just got a regular truck driving job or something,
Right.
You couldn't say that, She got to say he makes 6 figures, and he what needs $4,000. You know what I'm saying?
If I could,
who knows? Maybe it's maybe hope. Maybe it's some.
no, damn right. You're right, Ottawa. And you're saying something very heavy. If I could, sir, it is some hope for Gail. Con on one con. There's some hope for her if she would get out of her stupid way. Like all of you B words out there, y'all won't get out of your dumb way and get out of your stupid head. And that is a major problem. That's why you are. Listen, You're not fooling anybody. I'm gonna say this. I've been saying this on every episode of the Chain Breakers podcast on so many times, and my brother's been saying it too. Sisters, first of all, many of us in the world are insecure. And being insecure is a part of life. Peer pressure is a part of life, right? But sisters, you have a really bad problem with hating each other to the point that you're always the one who talks down on other sisters, and you're also the one that you will change your whole mindset and try to appease other women when you know that they're just, whether they be jealous or, you know what I'm saying, or they have their own insecurities or whatever. But sisters are always tearing each other down, and they do it in subtle ways. In subtle ways, sisters tear each other down, where it's like, couldn't be me. Oh, wait, he said he needed $4,000. Huh. Oh, you gave it to him? Well, hey, more power to you, because he wouldn't have got it from me. Sisters always got this thing where they try to one-up one another, belittle one another in these subtle ways. And Gayle King, the reason why my brothers are saying what they're saying, my other one as well, is because Gayle knew if I say, hey, look, this man works at McDonald's, but I just like him. This man works at a lumber yard. Yeah, I'm Gayle King, Oprah Winfrey's best friend, but I just like this brother. I like Yarmak said, I like the way he talks. I like the way he walks. There's something about him. Other women are going to belittle her and make fun of her and tell her she's stupid and tell her she's Gayle King. You Gayle King. How you going to be with some cat working at Target? You Gayle King. And guess what? You know where a woman can learn how to fight that and get the man she wants? In the ISUPK under command of General Yohana. Because these sisters in here, they go through the same thing. We talk about it all the time. Wait a minute. Your husband has how many? He has, he has more than 3 other wives? Wait a minute. He has more than 7. I thought the scripture said 7. Why is he talking to other women? Why is he going to the club? I thought it was, that's what they're going to say to these women, but these sisters don't care. Because guess what? Because the sisters that love Officer Yarmak, they can't be with anybody else because anyone else ain't Yarmak. So it don't matter. It don't matter whether the person has a gajillion dollars. You know, Bill Gates has a lot of money. He has tons of money. You gonna be with Bill Gates? You gonna date him?
There's 1,000 black women screaming, yes, yes, right now. That's the problem.
They lying. They're lying.
No, they telling the truth.
They gonna be with Bill Gates.
They telling the truth.
Good night.
They vagina is terrible.
So you gonna let Bill Gates get up in you?
They gonna
because he has money.
They gonna do it because he has money.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane. But
that's why Christ got to come back.
Damn right. Good night.
Not only is that why Christ got to come back, but that's why you goddamn broad sisters in the truth. You sisters in here, ooh, fucking we. You are so much better than them nasty, scheming, conniving, dirty, no draw wearing, having, filthy, nasty, no shower taking, baboons, lip looking, Christian preaching, dancing bitches. And you so much better than them. You so much better than them. Oh my God. I can't wait to see y'all at the Passover.
That's right.
I can't wait to see it. Oh my God. When I see a sister in the truth, man, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable because I know what some filthy drug dealer would do with you in the world. Can you imagine a sister in the truth with some nasty drug dealer in the world? And she says that a man can have multiple wives. Can you imagine how terrible he would treat her, knowing that that woman could never leave him ever, and he can have other women? He would treat her so terrible, man. But you sisters, you found home.
That's right.
You found home, man.
That's right.
You beautiful for that, man. If you in the ISUPK, you better hold on to that forever. You better hold on to it forever, and don't ever let the promiscuousness or the fame or the celebratory status or the money that these other women out here portray and think that they have cloud your judgment as to whether you should stay righteous in the truth or if you should be some slut in the world, man. You stay righteous in the truth. You stay with that man that you with. You stay with that husband that you got. And if he got child support, then you help him with that, man. You help him battle that bitch.
Right, that's right.
You in the world, isn't it? Anyway, don't you want to Don't you want to beat that bitch up?
Right.
That he was talking to. Don't you want to beat that bitch up in the club? Well, guess what? That bitch is charging your husband money for child support every month. Guess what? She think that she beating your man up. Guess what you can do? You can step in front of your man like Superman. Say, guess what? You charging him what with child support? $300. You charging my husband for $300 for child support? Guess what, bitch? He ain't paying you nothing. I'm paying goddamn child support, bitch, and say something about it. Go to the judge and say that. Go to the court and tell the court that he ain't even paying the goddamn child support. And come for my husband if you want to. I'm paying. Now say what, bitch? That's why you ain't with him. And I'm going to have 30 kids by him, and I ain't going to never have child support. He ain't going to never be on child support. I'm going to have a husband. You women who are like that, that's in the ISUPK, oh my God. You're so much better than them other hoes.
That's right.
You so
That's
much
right. Damn right. Damn right.
I can't wait to see you at the Passover. Matter of fact, if you a woman right now, if you married to a man in the ISUPK, then you have a husband that has with another woman, and if that woman has your husband on child support, and you have children with your man, and you don't have him on child support, if you contact me and show me, I'll give you a free raffle ticket into the javelin. I'll give you a free raffle ticket into the javelin for not putting your man on child support and not being some dirty bitch. That's it. You don't have your man on child support, and some other dumbass woman has her man on child support. Your man on child support. If you could show proof that you ain't got him on child support at all, you got a free raffle ticket, man.
Hey, Mark.
Come on.
Can I make a suggestion?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look, I think that's real heavy. Sister that don't got her man on child support, she in the truth, getting a free ticket to the raffle, that's beautiful. But brother, like you said, you got some sisters that they man, he's getting hit with child support by another woman. And they provide the funds so he can pay the child support to this other woman. I think if there's a sister, I don't think it even exists. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I mean, no offense to the sisters in the truth, but I don't think there's a woman that can handle the pressure of that. She would feel too little and too small. She would say, "Well, I'm gonna pay my man's child support to another woman. What I look like?" That's how they would think, bro. But if there's a woman that can show that she either pays the child support or has sent her man funds to pay his child support for a child from another woman, she might damn near deserve a javelin hoodie or just off the rip, bro. If it exists. I don't think it exists. But if someone can show it, I think they might deserve something free of charge from javelin wear.
I tell you what. We're going to do it like this. If you can prove that your man is on child support and you ain't got him on child support, I'm going to enter into the raffle. And if you can also provide proof that you have paid money towards his child support, then you're going to get a free javelin t-shirt on the house off the rip. I'm sending it out. I don't care if it's 20 of you. I don't care if it's 30. I don't care if it's 100 t-shirts I have to buy and make. I will send it to you. And I'm gonna make a special design. Special design, and I'm gonna make it say, I stand with my man. Woo! On the back of the goddamn t-shirt, I stand with my man, and I'm gonna send you a goddamn t-shirt. It's here. I'm gonna Maya Shah clip this right here. Post it on all the social media. Send it to my yard so he can post it on the social media. Send it to the social media over Fayetteville, and then everywhere. I'm clipping it right now. You sisters, you should be rewarded for being sisters, man. be rewarded for not being Gayle Kings, for not being City Girls and Bad Girls Club. You sisters who was taking up the burden, and you sleeping at night, and you worried about the stress that you got, and you struggling because you going to work just to pay your man's child support and make sure that you got food and electricity and water. You sisters, look, if you can provide that, then on behalf of Javelin LLC or Javelin Incorporated, we're gonna make sure that you take it care of, man, because that is Javelin. That is Javelin. You doing that is Javelin. It's simple and it's to the point. You ain't gotta stop a fucking plane from falling out the sky like Superman. You ain't gotta do that. You ain't gotta stop Amtrak from falling off the tracks in New York like Spider-Man. You ain't gotta do that supernatural bull BS that is not real. It's not real what they do in the Marvel comics. What's real is you. You're real. What you do for your man, what that man does for you, what we do for each other, that is very real. You gonna get rewarded for the realness that you got.
That's right.
You hit me up. Let me know what you done did for your man. And we're gonna make sure
Most High Christ. That's what it is. Well said, brother. Another excellent, top tier, top quality episode of the Chain Breakers podcast brought to you by the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana. We appreciate everybody that done tuned in with us today. I didn't switch locales like 3 times. I'm still up in here. Shout out to Yara Mock. Shout out to Officer 1000 Yara Mock. Shout out to Officer 1000 Kowal. Shout out to Captain of 10,000 Yagarwap Adawan. You know what I'm saying? Kid joined us while he was in the lab working, and we still made it happen, man. We still made it happen. So before we clip it, I want to give everybody an opportunity to say something. You know what I'm saying? If they want to put something out there before we end it. So I'll start with you, Cap. Is there anything you want to bring up before we clip it, sir?
Nothing but just say pay your Passover fee. Pay your Passover fee and get them to that Passover. You know what I'm saying? Pay your tithes.
Damn right.
You know? That's it.
Damn right. Come on, sir. Come. Y'all up.
Yeah, like I said, join into the raffle. And if you don't have a brother who you paying child support for, it's no sweat. You understand? It's good. It's good if you ain't going through that. But nonetheless, just make sure you enter to the raffle, man. We're going to do it on February the 16th, if I'm not mistaken. So not this week coming up after this show, but the next week. On a raffle, you're going to get Passover. And Hana and the ISUPK. The Lord, I'm going to see you here. Durham, North Carolina, Full City. Man, y'all know what it is. When y'all come to Durham, can they still see me or am I frozen?
You frozen.
Can you show up the bull one time for me? Can you do this sign for me?
I don't know if I can see it. There we go.
Oh, you can see me?
Nah, it's dark.
Hold on one second. I'm going to leave out. Hold on 1 second. Hold on.
I'm gonna show it to him right here. I'm gonna show it to him. There we go. Hold up, Salaki. Boom.
Hey, Salaki.
Are you good, bro? I see you.
Yeah, can you? Yeah, hey, Cap gonna be mad at me, but I just heard some kid in the back, and I swear I heard the barge, and it was like, ooh. Yeah. In my head, all I could say is, trying to satisfy you, girl. Say, baby.
That's my joint.
Hey, but look, man, this the Bull City symbol, man. This the Bull City here in South. Y'all come down. When y'all come down to Durham, this the Bull City, man. Y'all know what it is. So make sure y'all pay your pass up fee when y'all get down here. That's it right there. Bull City, man. Y'all welcome to history, man. What Rock say? He said Nasai, quiet. Okay. Okay. First of all, he said the poetics of Thaba One, Most High in Christ.
Oh, so that sounds like a book.
Yeah. Hey, that might be a book. Self-kryptonite to the truth and the livelihood of Christianity. That's damn right. Right? Now Rock come through with all the quotes. Coming through with all the quotes, man.
Hey, Salakia, before we clip it, if I could, Salakia. I got breaking news. I don't know, this is kind of somber, but I figured might as well break the news here on the Chain Breakers podcast. We give you the news about everything. So I wanted to announce something that's a little unfortunate, but you know what I'm saying? I figure why not? Unfortunately, I regret to announce the passing of Carl Weathers. Carl Weathers from Rocky. Apollo Creed has passed today.
I was just looking at that because
I just saw him, man.
Mm-hmm.
Not my
Apollo.
I ain't gonna say that is my yard though.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the brother has passed away at the age of 76. He was famous for playing Apollo Creed in the Rocky series. He also appeared in great films like Predator, and he was Action Jackson. He played as Action Jackson. He also was a former NFL player. He played in the NFL for a short time as well. All right. So yeah, may Carl Weathers rise again. You know what I'm saying? From the Chain Breakers podcast. May he rise again. Most High in Christ, man. God. Most High in Christ. But that again, yeah,
I had one more thing too I wanted to mention. If I could, just
do you think?
There's another movie I wanted y'all to watch as well with the kill of the flower moon is A Birth of a Nation. I want if brothers watching this can go watch A Birth of a Nation. I mean the new one that's made by
Nate Parker.
Nate Parker. If I could, I wanted to share this clip real quick.
Yeah.
We're gonna get up out of here after this, man.
Oh, do you think?
I've seen this movie probably about 12 times, but this is a great movie.
You a child of God. You got purpose. The law put it there, and nobody can take it away.
These books are for white folks. They're full of things your kind wouldn't understand. You're a special boy, Nathaniel. Study hard here.
Your slaves sure do know how to behave.
Well, they God-fearing. One of them's a preacher.
People might pay good money to have them calm down a bit, especially by one of their own.
I lead you to Peter 2:18. Submit yourselves to your masters, not only to those who are good and considerate, but also to those who are harsh. I'm that. What you think you're doing, boy? I asked you a question.
You're done preaching for a little while. Learned your lesson, boy?
Oh, yes, sir. I've learned. To watch a strong man broken down is a terrible thing. The Lord's spoken to me. Visions of what's to come. A rise of good against evil. What are we gonna do? We'll fight. Once it begins, our brothers and sisters will join. And we'll number in the hundreds, thousands even.
And we'll rise up. I like the waves. We'll rise up. In spite of the ache, we'll rise up. I'll do it 1,000 times again.
I pray you sing a new song.
Let
the high praise of God be on the mouths of the saints and a two-edged sword in their hand to execute vengeance on the demonic nation. Sing to him a new song.
And we'll rise up. I like the waves. We'll rise up. In spite of the ache, we'll rise up. And we'll do it 1,000 times again.
You're waiting on something. You're waiting on us.
We will rise.
I think that movie right there it's a good starting point as far as those who's coming out of the truth. I mean, coming out of the world and coming into the truth. You can start to understand how the truth was brought. Being oppressed and we being enslaved, us being taught a certain way, but then there were certain people like those of Nat Turner, who this movie is about, who read the truth of God's words, and seeing that the way that we were being taught and the way that we were being raised was absolutely wrong, according to the book, according to the scriptures, according to the scrolls. And of course, he saw different for his people. And even though Nat Turner was not in the truth, he had a spirit that was not of the Christian church. And that is the breaking of these chains.
That's right.
Nat Turner broke his chains, even though he did something that was against the Lord and rebelling physically against his oppressor. Remember, the Israelite school of UPK, we don't condone anyone taking arms against anybody in this place because that is illegal and is against the law. And we don't condone things that's against the law. But the spirit in which he had to fight against his oppressor was absolutely courageous, absolutely righteous, and absolutely something that should be remembered. And it was absolutely pain-breaking. And that's something that we should remember for the rest of our life. And I wanted to show this flick because a lot of you in the world are going to celebrate Black History Month. And when you go to celebrate Black History Month, you should celebrate Nat Turner and what he did.
Right.
You should celebrate those who were rebellious against the oppressor, man. That's what you should celebrate. You understand? So I just wanted to put that.
Are you right?
For everybody who want to celebrate Black History Month or whatnot, which of course in the Israelite school of UPK, we don't even goddamn consider Black History Month. We talk about history every Monday. Every Monday. Every week. 7 to 5 p.m. we teach the history of all things Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian. That's what we do. There ain't no money for us. It's our life to remember.
That's right.
Our ancestors. So
damn right.
I just wanted
well said, brother.
That I brought that out there, and I'll probably bring it out next class even more. I mean, next show even more. Salakia.
Okay. Most High in Christ, man. We had a damn 3-hour show today, man. Most High in Christ, it was Tawab. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that tuned in, shout out to y'all, to the brothers, Shalom Yahal Bashim Yahal Shah Thumb, to the sisters Yahal Shamal Thumb Bashim Yahal Shah. Next week, same time, same place. You already know what it is, man. ISUPK, Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, 1 West 125th Street, man. Chain Breakers Podcast, man. Keep supporting us. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, man. Help us push this truth and help us keep doing what it do, man. But with that, man, we're gonna close it out, man. We're gonna see y'all next week, man.